official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. ServPro. When disaster strikes, call ServPro to make it like it never even happened. Saya LTL Freight, the official freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves. Corona Extra, La Playa awaits. Georgia Power, the official electric energy partner of the Atlanta Braves. IBEW Local 613. Truist Park keeps the lights on with IBEW 613 electricians. The Battery Atlanta's own ASW Distillery, home of the award-winning Fiddler Bourbon. TYM Tractors, a winning lineup, together as one. Tonight, the Braves kick off their final series before the All-Star break as they look for a much-needed National League win against the St. Louis Cardinals. This is Atlanta Braves Baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome into Atlanta Braves Baseball. Tonight from Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri, it's Game 1 in a series of 3 between the Braves and the Cardinals. On the mound for the Braves, right-hander Grant Holmes, and he faces left-hander Matthew Liberatore. It's great to have you with us alongside Nick Green and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. And Nick, it's a quick turnaround for the Braves. After our ball game last night in Sacramento, we arrived shut-eye and get out here and bounce back after last night's extra innings defeat.
Yeah, that was tough travel day and tough schedule too. Tomorrow's a day game. I don't know how this all works out, but it doesn't work out in the Braves' favor. It's not worked out in their favor a lot this year, but at the same time, you're playing big league baseball. You get to go on a big league field. Great environment here in St. Louis. You got to try to find a way to get some wins because they have not been able to do that lately, but it's one of those things you have to deal with.
That's right. Grant Holmes on the mound for the Braves. So the way that his numbers have looked have been good. I know the Braves not been winning a whole lot with him on the mound, but as far as his stuff goes, he's had good stuff lately.
Yeah, his stuff's been great. And you look at what he's done since he's gotten into that rotation, he's gotten better and better every time out. The last 5 starts, ERA's under 2. Love what he's doing with the pitch mix, too. The fastball velocities, only 94, 95, and he's already said this multiple times. He's got to do something different to get guys off that fastball. He's been able to do it lately. And he's got one of the best spin rates in baseball with that slider-curveball combination. He's been great. Now, that being said, you've got to find some wins when he throws the ball well. You don't have a lot of starting pitching right now. If he gives you a good start, you need to score some runs.
Yeah, over the course of the last 6 series for the Braves, they've lost 5 and split 1. So need a win going into the All-Star break. Meanwhile, the Cardinals been streaky themselves. They're looking for back-to-back wins for the first time since they swept the Guardians in Cleveland back on June 27th through 29th. And their issue has been offense at times, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it's really good when it's good. Look, they've lost 6 of the last 9. 4 of the 6 losses they've been shut out in. So there is some, positivity for this Braves pitching staff going into a day that they haven't got a whole lot of sleep with Grant Holmes on the mound. Being able to come out here, he's got to be able to shut them down. The offense for St. Louis can be good. And like you said, they're streaky. They did a pretty good job against Washington in the last series.
All right, we'll try to continue to load up on stimulants to get you ready for this game after a very short night of rest last night. When we come back, I'll get to the starting lineups, and right after that, first pitch of the game. Braves and Cardinals tonight on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Mom, how do you know you found the one?
You just feel it. It'll be everything you want and more. And it'll be a part of Toyota's lineup.
When you know it's the one, get it at the Big One sales event. Lease a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $299 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through August 4th, 2025. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $35.98 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Here's a club you'll want to get into. Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
I'm Cortland spokespug Cordy. This broadcast of the Atlanta Braves is brought to you by Cortland. Visit Cortland.com to find your new apartment or one of our next-level communities. Go Braves!
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona,
La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Military veterans are eager to transfer their skills and experiences to civilian life, but lack trusted connections to expedite their path to success. That is, until they meet the Warrior Alliance. The Warrior Alliance goes the extra mile to reach veterans in their communities so they do not have to take this journey alone. With over 40 partners across 10 service areas, your donation goes a long way toward achieving maximum impact for a veteran and their family. Go to thewarrioralliance.org to donate today and commit to helping the Warrior Alliance change thousands of lives for the better.
Right now, at the Home Depot, you'll find storage solutions made to fit your needs. Grab an HDX Tough Tote to protect your tools. Or keep your sports equipment contained with reinforced snap-fit lids. Or stack up and make better use of your space with bins and totes built to last. Whatever you're storing, we've got the gear to keep it organized and protected at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Stream the radio home of the Braves while you work to separate the rumors from reality before the MLB trading deadline. Lock in Cellini and Domino weekdays between 10 and 2 at 680thefan.com or use the Fan app.
Back in St. Louis on a warm night, 90 degrees, getting ready for the first pitch in the game, and time now for the starting lineups. Powered by Georgia Power, the official electric energy partner of the Atlanta Braves. We'll start off with the visiting Braves. For Atlanta, this will be game number 93 of the season. 69 left to be played after tonight. Brian Snitker's bunch with a record of 40-52, and the Braves are in fourth place in the East, 13.5 games back of the pace set by the Phillies. Braves will lead it off tonight with their right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Batting second, first baseman Matt Olson, and hitting third baseman Austin Riley. Batting cleanup for the Braves, the designated hitter tonight, Sean Murphy. Batting fifth, left fielder Jerkson Profar. Hitting sixth and catching, Drake Baldwin. Batting seventh, second baseman Ozzie Albies. Batting eighth for the Braves, shortstop Nick Allen. Batting ninth, center fielder Michael Harris. And on the mound, the right-hander Grant Holmes. He's 4-8 with a 3.44 ERA. So again for the Braves, Acuna, Olson, Riley, Murphy, Profar, Baldwin, Albies, Allen, Harris, and Holmes on the mound. Those are the Braves. Now for Oliver Marmol's Cardinals. They are 50-44. They're in third place in the Central, and they are 5.5 games back of the Cubs. The Redbirds will lead it off tonight with their second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Batting second, shortstop Mason Wynn, and hitting third, right fielder Alec Burleson. Batting cleanup, first baseman Wilson Contreras. Hitting fifth, left fielder Lars Nootbaar. Batting sixth, third baseman Nolan Arenado. Hitting seventh, the other Nolan, Gorman, he's their designated hitter. Batting eighth, the catcher Pedro Paez. Batting ninth, center fielder Victor Scott. And on the mound, left-hander Matthew Liberatore. He's 6-6 with a 3.70 ERA. So again for the Cardinals, Donovan, Wynn, Burleson, Contreras, Nootbaar, Arenado, Gorman, Paez, Scott, and Liberatore on the mound. You know who's in there? They'll all be on the field when we come back. Braves and Cardinals, game one in this series, right around the corner on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Good calls. They're great in baseball games, and they're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an auto accident and need legal representation, do yourself a favor and get the best call there is. One call, that's all. With Ken Nugent and his team. Ken's team fights for you and sticks with you from start to finish, working hard to get you your money quick. Give Ken and his team a call. 404-CALL.
Hi, I'm Dorina, co-founder of OpenPhone. My dad is a business owner, and growing up, he always kept his ringtone super loud, so he'd never miss a customer call. OpenPhone gives your team business phone numbers to call and text, all in one shared workspace. And our AI agent answers 24/7, so you never miss a customer. Over 60,000 businesses use OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers.
Out here, it's not only the amazing views, but the way time stretches out a little longer. How laughter bellows louder among friends, and how the breeze hits just right at the summit. With All Trails, you can discover and experience the best of nature, with over 450,000 trails worldwide and navigation right at your fingertips. Find your outside with All Trails. Download the free app today and find your next outdoor adventure.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor Portrayal.
Find a large team of specialized physicians and nurses dedicated to your heart health. They offer more options for customized treatment solutions that work for you. To learn more, visit Emory Healthcare.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X-Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
When you've been in a crash and your mind's racing.
When you've fallen in a store and are blaming yourself.
When you've been hurt at work and you don't know what to do. Or if you've been...
Next day instant savings on sets of select tires, plus a free alignment. You also get a free oil change. And the more homers the Braves hit, the bigger the deals at Tire Discounters. Learn more at TireDiscounters.com/Braves. Braves will be coming out of the first base dugout tonight and this evening wearing their traveling grays. Gray uniform tops, gray pants, red lettering, red numerals. Outlined in navy, Atlanta across the chest on top of the red tomahawk. And the Cardinals, now emerging from the first base dugout, are wearing their City Connect uniforms tonight. They are bright red tops, white pants, red lettering, red numerals, outlined in black. Birds on the bat logo across the chest of those red uniforms, and the Lou in cursive written on those red uniforms. The rotation of umpires has Chris Conroy behind the plate calling balls and strikes. He's also the crew chief. The Ripper, John Tumpane, down at first base. He'll have the plate tomorrow night. Second base umpire, Brennan Miller. Third base umpire is Jeremy Rehack. Folks, cash in on the baseball action with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. Download Prize Picks, use code BRAVES, get $50 instantly when you play $5. You must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. Here's the leather for the Cardinals. At first base, it's Wilson Contreras. Second base, Brendan Donovan. Shortstop, Mason Wynn. And at third base, Nolan Arenado. In the outfield for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar's in left field. Victor Scott is the center fielder. Alec Burleson is in right field. The catcher is Pedro Paez. And on the mound, tall, lean lefty Matthew Liberator, 6'4", 215. He's from Glendale, Arizona, 25 years old. Nicky's 6-6 with a 3.70 ERA. This will be his 18th start. What will these Braves hitters see from this big, lean lefty?
Well, he's got a 6-pitch mix, so he's going to mix things up. The four-seamer, 93 to 96. Likes to pitch up in the zone, slider, curveball, the best swing and miss pitches that he's got. A changeup is really good, but he only throws it to righties. Has a cutter and sinker as well. The last 4 starts been a 2.25 ERA, but he has run into problems with walks, 9 walks over the last 2.
You know, I look at a guy as long as he is, I'd expect more extension from him, but not a whole lot of extension for a guy that
So I looked at the same exact thing today. How does he get it by guys? It is not because of extension. It's about 6.5 feet. Really good extension. It is over 7 or around 7. He just doesn't have that, but a big kid who can't get that fastball by you.
He'll be facing Ronald Acuna, Matt Olson, and Austin Riley in the top of the first inning. Ronald Acuna digging in. Game 1 in this series. Braves and the Cardinals from St. Louis. Liberator, the lefty, is ready. And now we have a timeout called by the home plate umpire, Chris Conroy, as the catcher and the pitcher have an issue with a pitch comm device. Now, you see this all the time during the game. I don't think I've ever seen a pitch comm device issue right before first pitch. And Liberator, with nobody on base, still needs the pitch comm device, and he gets that swapped out. They run him a brand new unit out there, and he tucks it into the band of his cap. Meanwhile, Ronald just standing there adjusting his batting gloves. By the way, Ronald Acuna has pulled out of the home run derby. That news coming down the wire here in the last hour. Matt Olson will be replacing him, as Olson will be in the home run derby now and not Ronald Acuna. And you figure that back might be of concern for him. He's ready now, so's Liberatore, and now for the ball game. And the first pitch misses high and outside. Starting up at 7:16 Central Time, 8:16 back in Atlanta, at 91 degrees here in steamy St. Louis. 1 ball and no strikes on Acuna. And the offering on the way, and Acuna takes a ball outside. The time of the first pitch brought to you by Schumann Farms. Look for real sweet brand Vidalia onions from Schumann Farms in a store near you. So 2 balls and no strikes on Acuna. Hitters count, pitch on the way, smoked out to left field, down for a base hit, and all the way to the base of the left field wall. Playing the carom, Nootbaar sends it in, and by the time they hit the cutoff man, Ronald Acuna's at second base with a leadoff double.
They challenge him, 3 straight fastballs, jumps all over this one. Good to see, too, because Ronald has struggled so badly against left-handed pitching. The Braves need to score some runs early. They've got a shot now.
Man, how about that bat crack picked up by our microphones on there? That sounded really loud. Here's Matt Olson. First pitch on the way to Olson, and he swings, and it's one way up in the air towards left center field. Scott and Nootbaar are both out there. This will be Scott's ball. Acuna holds at second base. 1 down and a runner at second as Olson is now 0 for 1. Now, if you're a Cardinal fan in the stadium, if there's one guy in this lineup that you fear more than most, it's Austin Riley, because in his career, Nick, he's put up huge numbers against the Redbirds.
Yeah, he has. He's done a great job this year against them 2-3 games, 6 hits in those 3 games as a homer as well. He's been pretty steady for the most part. Yesterday, struggled a little bit, but has 5 multi-hit games over the last 11, so he's in a pretty good spot.
First pitch from Liberatore in the dirt, going to the backstop. And over to third base, Acuna. That time, that curveball in the dirt, and that just ate up Pedro Paez, and a wild pitch has Ronald standing at third.
And that's something to look for today, is Paez doesn't do a great job of blocking balls. Really good framer, pretty good thrower as well, but the balls that are in the dirt, he's had problems with.
So a runner at third base, no score for now. That could change right here. 1-0 to Riley. And he takes a change-up low, 2 balls and no strikes. For Liberatore, his last outing was on the 5th of July. That was at Chicago. Went 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, got a no decision, and a game the Cardinals won. 2-0 to Riley. And he'll hit one in the air towards center field. Coming in, Victor Scott. He can't get there. Bounces in front of him as he went diving for it, and he knocked it down, and it's 1-0 Braves on the RBI single by Riley, who continues to be a Cardinal killer in his career.
Love this, too. Look, there's spin and a lot of spin. With Liberatore, we saw the fastballs to Ronald, going spin to Riley. Lines it back up the box. Nice effort by Scott in center field, too. One of the better center fielders in the game. He's lucky that ball didn't get by him, too.
Runner at first, 1 down, 1-0 Braves in the top of the first inning. Bat in the hands of Sean Murphy. The offering on the way to Murphy. He swings and misses at a first pitch slider. By the way, Riley in his career is now hitting over 360 versus the Cardinals. So he has really torn them up. And he's the reason the Braves are leading 1-0. 0-1 to Murphy. Good swing, found right back into the screen. For Liberatore, the Cardinals have won his last 4 starts. He's posted an ERA of 2.25 in that span. And Nick, he's given up just 1 home run in his last 4. So to pick up an early run of any kind is big.
Yeah, it's big for this club, too. The Braves have struggled early on. We saw them with a big first inning the other day, but that's been about it over the last couple of weeks.
2 to Murphy, and he mashes one. Deep left center field. Put some heat into that baby. It's a 2-run homer by Murphy. Long gone into the bleachers. 3-0 Braves.
.437 for Murph. 0-2 count. Pretty bad pitch from Liberatore. 5 homers over the last 8 starts for Sean Murphy. Brian Sticker mentioned this in the pregame show. He wanted to see Murph get more at-bats against lefties. Pays off in the first.
What a great start. 3-0 Braves, only 1 down. There's Jerks and Profar. Profar takes the ball outside. You're going to tell me these guys only slept about 5 hours last night? Swinging the bat like that? That's impressive.
Get them in when you can, Ben. I'm feeling pretty good. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep either.
There's a called strike. Yeah, we're running on adrenaline and caffeine in this one. That game last night ended at 9:06 Pacific time, just after midnight back east. Profar takes the ball high. And, of course, we flew here to St. Louis. Plane landed just after 4:20 or so. We got to the hotel about 5. Sleep as long as you can. Hop on the bus, come to the yard. Go get them. Here's a 2-1 count. And Profar takes the ball low and inside, 3-1.
The wild part is the time change. We're going from West Coast time out here. I slept until 1 o'clock, and the only reason I woke up is because my alarm went off.
When's the last time you set an alarm for 1 p.m.? 3-1 pitch. Profar fouls one back. Well, it sure is great to get out to a good start. Snett told us before the game that Grant Holmes did fly ahead of the team, and that's always good and something the Braves do often, and most teams do. You know you're going to have a late arrival to the next city. Go ahead and send the next day's starter ahead on a commercial flight. Make sure they get in, get as much rest as possible. 3-2, and Profar with a flare out towards center. Coming along now, Victor Scott. He'll make the catch in medium depth center field. And 2 down here in the top of the first inning. But I can tell you this much. No matter how much rest Grant Holmes got, it doesn't feel near as good as taking the mound in the bottom of the first inning with at least a 3-run lead.
Absolutely. They gave a big lead to Bryce Elder the other day as well, and all he did was throw 6 2/3, 2 earned. Love to see that from Grant today.
Drake Baldwin to the plate. And Drake takes a strike on the outside corner. Well, obviously, Marcelo Zuna is the everyday DH, but every now and then you want to give him some time down. That's what the Braves have done today. And how do you like it when you have both catchers in the lineup, one behind the plate and the other is a DH? Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way, and Baldwin sends one in the air out to left field. That'll loop down for a base hit. And both catchers have a base hit here in the first inning. One a homer by Murphy and this single here by Baldwin.
And I think the biggest part about this is the fact that Drake Baldwin can hit lefties just as well as he hits righties. If he couldn't do that, you couldn't play those guys consistently like they can. Now, whether they do this or not moving forward, we don't know. But at the same time, you feel pretty good about both of those guys against left-handed pitching.
Visit to the mound. Pedro Paez out there to visit with his pitcher Liberatore, who has been battered here early.
Love these swings they've gotten off, too. Been in pretty good counts, even with 2 strikes, though. You saw the homer to Murph. Nothing's fooled anybody so far in this first inning. And they've been on some fastballs. They've been able to wait back on the secondary stuff. A lot of great swings early.
2 down for Ozzie Albies. Ozzie ended his homerless drought last night. Hit one from the left side late in that game versus the A's. Ozzie takes a called strike.
Doesn't have a homer right-handed this entire year.
It's got to end at some point, right?
Has to.
Braves leading 3-0. We're in the top of the first inning. RBIs from Murphy and Riley. And Albies with a high fly ball to left field. Lars Nootbaar drifting to his right. And he'll make the catch out in left field. There's out number 3. But if you're looking for a good start, the Braves served one up, sending 7 men to the plate, scoring 3 times, and a long ball by Murphy. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Braves 3, Cardinals coming up when we come back.
Hi, I'm Dorina, co-founder of OpenPhone. My dad is a business owner, and growing up, he always kept his ringtone super loud, so he'd never miss a customer call. OpenPhone gives your team business phone numbers to call and text, all in one shared workspace. And our AI agent answers 24/7, so you never miss a customer. Over 60,000 businesses use OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone, No missed calls, no missed customers.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters, take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a Farrah fight. Farrah and Farrah.
Tampa. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. It's the perfect balance of peppers, vinegar, and the salty tears of Mets fans. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some.
We in the locker room want to send you to a Braves game. This is John Michaels reminding you that a pair of tickets is up for grabs during our 7 o'clock hour every weekday morning on 680 The Fan.
Grant Holmes and the Braves fan out across the field here in St. Louis with a 3-0 lead. Cardinals will send up Donovan, Wynn, and Burleson. Right-hander Grant Holmes making his 19th start of the year. First pitch swinging, and Donovan sends one foul. The leather for Atlanta, Matt Olson at first base. Ozzie Albies at second. Nick Allen, the shortstop, and Austin Riley's at third. In the Braves outfield, Jerickson Profar in left field. Michael Harris on patrol in center. Ronald Acuna on the prowl in right. 0-1 pitch, and that's over for a called strike. 0-2. Catcher is Drake Baldwin. The pitcher is Grant Holmes, right-hander out of Sumter, South Carolina. 29 years old, 6 feet tall, 230 pounds. Altogether, his 20th appearance of the season. 19 starts and 1 relief appearance. Ball low and inside. And if you're going to break down Grant Holmes, Nick, you got to start with a slider.
Yeah, you do. It's one of the best pitches in the game. No question about that. Ton of swing and miss with it. The curveball's been great off of that as well, but something he's done differently over the last 4 starts, using that cutter a whole lot more.
1-2 pitch, pulled foul. And not just using the cutter. Could you go a step further and saying using the cutter in place of the fastball?
Yeah, it's got to get it. You have to get guys off the fastball. Look, his fastball's anywhere from 93 to 95, not overpowering. He's mentioned it many times. When he makes mistakes with that fastball, it gets hit, do something else to get him off.
1-2, softly lobbed into left field. Turned around a curveball, put it in the left center, and Donovan's got a base hit.
Donovan owns Grant Holmes. 4 hits and 5 at-bats. Nice job on the curveball below the zone, going down and lining it to center.
So he's at first base. Here's Mason Wynn. Folks, Onward Reserve, a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves, has dropped exclusive new gear for baseball's biggest night. Available now at the Braves Clubhouse store just in time for the big game on Tuesday, July 15th. That's Onward Reserve. There's a strike on Mason Wynn. Grant Holmes on the season, a record of 4-8. An ERA of 3.44. His last outing was a loss against the Orioles. 0-1 pitch. And a strike there. Got a cutter over. Last go round, Nick, that line was pretty good. 6 innings, 2 runs, 4 hits. Walked 3, struck out 5. More times than not, he'd be successful with a line like that.
Yeah, but you got to score some runs for him. Just has not gotten that run support so far this year. And I said this before the game started. You get good quality starts like he gives you every time out. Got to get some wins.
0-2, softly rolled out towards third. Riley charges, has one play, sends it across the diamond and gets Wynn. Down to second base for Donovan. 5-3 put out, 1 down. That brings Alec Burleson to the plate. In the top of the first inning, we were telling you about the numbers that Riley has put up in his career versus the Cardinals. He's put up big numbers in his career versus St. Louis. Well, the same can be said for this man versus Atlanta. Alec Burleson in his career batting over .390 versus the Braves. And he always gives the Braves a hard time. Left-handed hitter. First pitch on the way to Burleson. There's a ball low, and he's had some success versus Holmes, hasn't he?
Yeah, 2 for 2. And what he does so well is just fight pitches off. Lays off some tough pitches that are outside the zone. Not afraid to go the other way. Contact-oriented, and he's a tough out, especially if runners in scoring position.
1-0 pitch, line drive into right field, down for a base hit, rolling all the way to the corner and all the way to the wall. That'll drive in Donovan. It'll be an RBI double for Alec Burleson. So right on cue, he puts the Cardinals on the board with another RBI base hit versus the Braves.
The cutter middle of the plate. These top three guys are solid. And anytime you look at this St. Louis club losing ball games, they struggle offensively. But when they win, and they've done a pretty good job with that all season long, the top of the order has been great.
Kind of hard to believe that they struggled the way that they did in their recent series at Pittsburgh. They didn't score a run.
Yeah, that was a little wild.
Runner at second, one down, and the pitch on the way to Contreras. Wilson Contreras takes a ball high. Braves 3, Cardinals 1. We're in the bottom of the first inning. And the theme of this road trip for the Braves has been very active first innings. 1-0 pitch. Ball a little bit low and outside. They go back to that series versus the A's. There were at least one team would score in the first inning of all three of those games. 2-0 pitch in for a called strike. Both teams have scored in the first inning of this game, which is really unusual for the Braves because so many times this season the first inning has been a quiet inning.
In the A's series, whoever scored first won the game, too.
2-1 to Contreras. That'll miss high. 3-1. So every single game of this road trip, one or both teams has scored runs in the first inning. It's a 3-1 Braves lead. Contreras, a .254 hitter. He's had a big homestand, and he'll send one foul into the seats down the first baseline. Well, we're telling you about Grant Holmes. He's pitched 102 innings this season. That's the most innings he's pitched since 2017 when he was in the Texas League at AA Midland. He was just 21 years old then. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way to Contreras. And a ground ball left side, base hit past a diving Nick Allen. Around third base, Burleson. He'll score. Throw goes to second. And a big turn at first base, hitting the brakes and then going back to the bag is Contreras. But it's an RBI single for their first baseman, and it's a 3-2 Braves lead here in the first inning. A lot of contact here early versus Holmes.
Yeah, the two breaking balls that have been hit have been down in the zone, but middle of the plate. Nick Allen ranged far to his left, couldn't get there, and all of a sudden you've got a 3-2 game.
Visit to the mound as Baldwin is out there chatting with Holmes. For Holmes, the Braves have won just once over his last 8 starts. He's gone 1-5 in that span with a 3.12 ERA. And really the biggest issue has been the Braves' bats in that span, not necessarily Holmes' arm. In fact, the Braves have scored 1 run or fewer in 6 of those 7 losses over his last 8 games. But you can't say that tonight. First pitch missed a little bit low to Nootbaar, 1 ball and no strikes. Braves came out bashing with a 3-run first, but the Cardinals have answered. They've scored twice and only 1 down. Pick off over to first base, back in standing Contreras. If you're just now tuning in, and I told you that Holmes has gotten into some trouble here early, you'd probably assume a walk or 2 has been mixed in. 1-0 pitch. There's a ball outside. And that wouldn't be the case, just some loud contact. In fact, Holmes with 48 walks, that's the most in the National League. Just 3 ahead of Eric Fetty, whom we'll see tomorrow as he pitches for the Cardinals tomorrow. But not the walks has gotten Holmes in trouble early in this game. 2-0 pitch, swung on and missed at a slider.
And that's the first slider that he's been able to get below the zone and get a swing and miss or a chase on it. It feels like, I don't know if they're sitting slider breaking ball.
Pitch on the way, smacked foul, bangs off the tarp down the right field line.
We've seen some pretty good swings on curveball slider. Fastball command hasn't been great so far.
Facing the lefty Lars Nootbaar. And his 2-2 pitch. And a called third strike. Curveball right at the bottom of the zone, and Nootbaar was left guessing, kind of jelly-legged him with that hook.
Yeah, good pitch from Grant Holmes. Paints the bottom part of the plate.
2 down for Nolan Arenado. Holmes is facing the Cardinals for the first time in his career as a starter. He's seen them twice previously, but both in relief. There's a called strike on the inside corner. And both those outings were last year. This is his second career appearance on this mound at Busch Stadium. 3-2 Braves, bottom of the first, and the 0-1 pitch. And Arenado takes a ball in the dirt. Yeah, last year in those 2 relief appearances versus the Cardinals, no record and an ERA of 9 for Holmes. One pitch, fouled off right there at the plate, 1-2. If Arenado reaches, then the other Nolan would come to the plate. They have Nolan Arenado and Nolan Gorman right next to each other in the order. That foul ball right off his left foot, on the inside of his foot. He's all right, 1-2. 3-2 Braves, bottom of the first. Lead at first base by Wilson Contreras. 1-2 pitch, and pulled foul to the third baseline.
You know, Ben, it feels like the theme for this starting rotation recently has been a ton of pitches in the first inning. Nothing's been easy out of the gate.
That's never a good thing.
It's going to be pitch number 26 for Holmes in this inning.
See if he can get his man right here. And as 1-2 to the plate. Out back into the screen. Got a piece of a fastball. Ten homers on the season for Arenado. Holmes ready to bring his 1-2 pitch. And he fires over to first base. Close play, but Contreras back in there. Arenado, 34 years old, 8 times an All-Star, 10-time Gold Glove Award winner. He has been the standard defensively at third base in this league for a long time. 8 seasons a Rocky, 5th season with the Cardinals. That'll be pulled foul.
Do you have any platinum gloves?
He has 6 of them. Oof, pretty good.
I'd say so.
Now, in this series, you got 2 of the best in the league defensively in Arenado and Riley. They'll jump on a highlight reel at a heartbeat over there at third base. Again, the 1-2. Fouled off again. Braves sent 7 to the plate in the top of the first inning. Got a homer from Sean Murphy. Had a 3-0 lead, but the Cardinals have come back with 2 runs of their own. Here comes the 8th pitch of the battle, and that's low and outside. Throw down to second base. Ozzie puts the tag down, and they got him. Contreras with a delayed steal down to second base. By the time they sent it down there, they had him by a mile. Now let's see if the Cardinals want to take a peek at it. Contreras is arguing his case with Brennan Miller, the second base umpire. Waiting on a decision from the Cardinals dugout, and they will not review this. So he's caught stealing. That ends the bottom of the first inning, but a very lively first inning. 3-2 Braves into the top of the second.
Braves fans, this is Mike Morgan, founder and CEO of 13 Heroes. Like you, I was devastated when tragedy struck.
Business owners know every missed call is money left on the table. For $15 a month, get a dedicated business number with OpenPhone. You can manage calls, assign conversations, send auto replies, and skip voicemail with OpenPhone's AI agent that captures leads 24/7. Join over 60,000 businesses using OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. They'll even port your existing numbers for free. openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone. No missed calls. No missed customers.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. 1 more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters, take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case.
And who can navigate the complex web of laws dealing with the trucking company, the leasing company, the shipper, and all the other details that can complicate your case.
At Farah and Farah, we've seen it all, and we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you.
Save at least $75 on a set of select tires at Tire Discounters tomorrow only, plus a free alignment, a free oil change. Nick Allen climbing in there, facing Matthew Liberatore. Left-hander deals and misses low with a fastball. Stay tuned for the Hyundai postgame show after the game. You'll see exactly how much you'll save tomorrow at Tire Discounters. Visit TireDiscounters.com/Braves to learn more. Ball and no strikes. Nick Allen takes a strike on the inside corner. What did you think about Allen and Harris flip-flopping 8 and 9 in the order?
I think it's interesting. I mean, I get it with the lefty. But I kind of like Nicky in the bottom at the 9th spot because he's been flipping the order so well.
1-1 to Allen. And a big curveball over for a strike.
Talk about a big curveball. Started above Allen's head.
1-2 on him. Allen trying to get aboard, set a tone, and then see if the top of the order could come up and make something happen. As it's 8-9 and 1 in the inning for the Braves. 1-2 from Liberatore. Popped up, foul ground over by the Cardinals dugout. Pursuing Contreras to the warning track. Makes a basket catch right next to the tarp. He tracked that very well. 1 down. Here in the second inning, it's the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. And if the Braves steal a base, our contestant, Karen Hubble, will win $800 in free Marathon gas cards. You can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. 1 down for Michael Harris, who's trying to figure things out. Left-handed hitter. Takes a first pitch strike over the outside corner. Harris's average over the last month and a half has been around 150. He's hitting .205 for the season. 0-1 pitch, low and outside. And altogether in his last 20 games, Michael is 6 for his last 69. That's an .087 average. And just 2 extra base hits in that span. 1-1 pitch to Harris. And a strike right at the bottom of the zone with a sinker.
And that's how it works, too. First pitch painted on the outside corner. Third pitch painted down. All of a sudden he's down 1-2 in the count.
1-2 from Liberatore. That'll be yanked down the right field line and a base hit for Harris. That rolls all the way to the wall. Harris takes off, heads for second base, and he'll hold right there. That's a great sign. He was down 1-2, got a pitch he could handle, and shot it down the right field line to the wall.
Great job by Michael, too. Big curveball. It's tough to stay in as a lefty. Does a really good job of getting ready early. Barrels this ball up, ends an 0-for-17 streak.
I bet 0-for-17 feels like 0-for-117.
1,000%.
You're just thinking, man, I'm in a free fall, and I don't even know where the bottom is. Here's Ronald Acuna, and Acuna takes a called strike. So for Harris, that's just his 3rd extra base hit in his last 21 games. And I bet that felt great. He's at second, 1 down, bat in the hands of Ronald Acuna, who's 1 for 1 with a double. 0-1 to Ronald, up and in. Spun him out of there with a sinker. Braves 3, Cardinals 2 are in the top of the second. Acuna waiting on the southpaw. 1-1, missed high and outside. Liberatore from the stretch, kicks and fires a 2-1, and that'll be sizzled down the left field line, bangs off the sidewall, caroms into left field. Harris will score. Acuna, a huge turn around first base, went halfway, slammed on brakes, and gets back to first. If that goes down the line, obviously an easy double, but it caromed off the sidewall. They got it in, so it's a single by Acuna, but damage done, and it's 4-2 Braves in the second.
Yeah, and how big was that hit by Michael? Two-strike hit to get to second base. Another bullet from Ronald. Really good to see after the tough day yesterday.
That's his 21st RBI on the season. Seeing him come around first the way that he did, probably the biggest test has given his knees since coming back. Matt Olson takes a call strike. What I mean by that is we've seen him play very safe. He hasn't been running a whole lot, and it's a good way to be because you're coming off the knee operation. And coming around first base, he got about halfway, and he slammed on the brakes probably as violently as he has since coming back. 0-1 to Olson, little dribbler up the third base line and rolling foul at an 0-2 count. But watching him hit the brakes the way that he did and then get back to first base, it all looked pretty good from here, didn't it?
Yeah, and if you've seen Ronald play enough, you've seen him do exactly what you're talking about. He gets out there, slams the brakes on hard. He's playing hard. He's playing excited baseball. Like, that's what you want to see from him. And we actually, honestly, we've seen a good bit of that out in the outfield as well. So he's been healthy, no question. But that right there also tells me that back feels pretty good.
He's at first, one down, nothing in two, and the pitch on the way to Olson. And Olson pops one up. Left side of the infield, Arenado is under it, drifting back into shallow left, continues to drift, makes the catch, and Acuna stays put at first base. Two down here in the second inning. Bat in the hands of Austin Riley. They're giving you some of the numbers for Riley earlier. Riley had an RBI single back in the first inning. Tonight is his 16th career game at Busch Stadium. First pitch on the way to Riley. That'll miss low and inside. He's hitting over 340 in his career in this ballpark. And in 33 games versus the Cardinals, regardless of location, he's hitting over 360. I mean, he has really terrorized the Cardinals. 1-0 pitch, cuts it loose, missed the slider.
And it's not just average either. 10 homers in the 33 games.
(4-2) Braves, top of the second. 1-1 pitch, laid off a high fastball. Count of 2 balls and a strike. Been a mostly cloudy evening. But as the sun is setting down the left field line, it shines in between a couple of clouds and lights up the stands out beyond the right field wall, especially up in the third and fourth levels of the stadium. Time called. Lights on here at the ballpark. And the St. Louis Arch proudly standing off in the distance beyond right center field. Beautiful skyline here at this ballpark. 2-1 from Liberatore. Riley with a high fly ball, deep left field. Nootbaar and Scott going back to the warning track. Right at the edge of the track, it's caught by Nootbaar. And there's out number 3. Looked like he just missed that one. So that ends the top of the second, but the Braves get an RBI single from Ronald Acuna. And as we head to the bottom of the second inning, it's the Braves 4.
Business owners know every missed call is money left on the table. For $15 a month, get a dedicated business number with OpenPhone. You can manage calls, assign conversations, send auto replies, and skip voicemail with OpenPhone's AI agent that captures leads 24/7. Join over 60,000 businesses using OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. They'll even port your existing numbers for free. openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone. No missed calls. No missed customers.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia.
Us in the locker room. Your answer could win you a pair of Braves tickets during our 7 o'clock hour every weekday morning on 680 The Fan.
Having a good time on a Friday night. Great to have you with us on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. Braves on top of the Cardinals 4-2. Grant Holmes back to work versus Nolan Arenado. The first pitch he sees, he swings and misses at a fastball. Arenado saw 8 pitches in the first inning versus Grant Holmes, but the inning ended when Wilson Contreras was caught stealing. So Arenado back up there to lead it off. And Arenado takes a ball outside, missed with a heater.
I thought that was a bad decision, too. Especially delayed steal. You're going to do it, just steal and take your chance on him throwing a breaking ball in the dirt.
There's the 1-1. Arenado check swing. The appeal didn't go. Yeah, I bet that Wilson Contreras spent that whole half inning thinking the same thing.
I'm sure.
He was not happy. He wanted a replay review. Cardinals didn't review it. And when they called him out, he took off his helmet and just slung it in frustration from second base all the way to the dugout. 2-1. Airmail to the backstop. That was a curveball that had wings and took off over the head of Arenado.
Looks like he slipped when his left foot hit the bottom part of the mound.
Three balls and a strike on Arenado. Braves leading 4-2. And the 3-1. That'll be whacked out towards right center field, down for a base hit. Just over Ozzie Albies, and Arenado with a leadoff single. Folks, only the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. The official hot sauce of our pregame meal. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Pretty good pregame meal here in St. Louis. I like their media eating facility they have down there.
I did enjoy mine. I don't know if I enjoyed the chicken and salmon more than I enjoyed the cookies or not, but...
Nolan Gorman, check swing. He went 0-1. The worst pretty good cookies, weren't they?
Yeah, I had 2 big ones.
I'm surprised you didn't bring some up and stash them away for the latter innings of this game.
Self-control.
There's the 0-1 pitch. That'll be swung on and fouled off. So you gotta have some, because you go back to TV when we get back home. You got to be on camera. For Jay Chad and myself, we can throw self-control right out the window.
Well, remember, too, I get to put makeup on, so we can cover up the face at least.
0-2 on Nolan Gorman. Grant Holmes has 1 strikeout in the game. 0-2 to Gorman. Pulled foul on the first baseline. Still 0-2 on Gorman. It's the second time we've seen the Cardinals this year. Braves took 2 of 3 from the Cardinals in Atlanta. That was back in the first month of the season. And this Cardinal team enters with a record of 50-44. 0-2 pitch. Gorman takes a ball high. And despite the Cardinals' recent struggles, a victory tonight, along with losses by the Giants and the Padres, would give them a share of the wild card spot with the Giants. Well, they're hanging in there for the wild card race. 1-2 pitch. Looped into left field. That'll lay down for a hit. So Arenado and Gorman with singles to lead it off at the bottom of the second. And before Pedro Paez climbs in, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
Runners at first and second for the number 8 hitter, Pedro Paez. 40 pitches into the game for Grant Holmes. A lot of contact. Paez shows bunt. Bunts one down the third base line. Barehanded by Riley. Great throw over to first base. Made that play so effortlessly. That's not an easy play, but Paez gets the bunt down. Arenado arrives at third and down to second for Gorman.
That was a great bunt, too, and Riley was playing deep, at least 5-6 feet behind the bag at third base. Barehands this one, makes it look really easy, but give Paez some credit. Put down a beautiful sacrifice bunt.
Bat in the hands of the number 9 hitter, Victor Scott. First pitch, check swing on a slider, and he did go. This is where Holmes could use some swing and miss stuff. Only one strikeout to this point.
Yeah, he's been hurt by contact and some soft contact in this inning as well. A couple of pretty good pitches to the first 2 hitters, both off the end of the bat. He's a swing and miss here, infield back up the middle.
Holmes ready with the 0-1. Spins one up there. Tap back to the mound. That'll be gloved by the catcher. Baldwin throws down to first. Not in time. So the bases are now loaded. There's no way that Arenado could think about breaking for the plate on that. But coming off the bat, I think Holmes anticipated it coming all the way out to the mound, and it just died right there on the dirt in front of the plate.
That was wild. That was like a lob wedge, just sticks in the ground in front of the plate, actually backs up to Drake, and with Victor Scott's speed, you get no shot.
Bases loaded, one down for Donovan. He's 1 for 1 with a single. A Cardinal at every base. Now the first pitch pulled foul on the right field line. Now the Cardinals have hit into the 7th most double plays in the league this year, and Holmes is hoping for one here. Scott, Gorman, and Arenado take their leads on the 0-1 pitch. Just a little bit low and inside. 1-1 on Donovan. There have been base runners all over the place in this game. Oh, 1 pitch. Missed low and in with a cutter.
Don't love this count.
Holmes set right at the letters. 2-1 pitch. And a fly ball to left field. Profar coming in. Medium depth. He is under it. And he's got it. Arenado tags at third and holds. Good throw out of left field. Cut next to the mound by Olsen. That wasn't deep enough for Arenado to think about it. Big out there. 2 down. But he's still got to go through Mason Wynn. This inning started with a single by Arenado. Then a single by Gorman. Sac bunt by Paez. Infield single by Scott. So a conclave of Cardinals on the base paths with 2 down for Mason Wynn. Righty-righty matchup. Wynn is 0 for 1. Pitch on the way, and that's in the dirt. Miss with a slider.
So you got to be careful here, too, with the force out at second base. Look, there's a force everywhere around, but Victor Scott at first is getting a massive lead. Depending on where the ball goes, you might have to go across the diamond to first.
His 1-0 pitch. Ground ball foul over by the Braves dugout. Count even 1-1. Holmes already at 49 pitches for the game. I mean, they have really made him work early. Some stressful innings out of the gate for both pitchers, Holmes and Liberator. Braves leading 4-2. We're in the bottom of the second. And while we're still early in this game, this is a massive moment in this game. Ball and a strike on Mason Wynn. Here it is from Holmes. Low and outside with a curveball. Mason Wynn coming off a really good series against the Nationals. He went 6 for 12 with 3 doubles and 2 RBIs in that 3-game set. Now the base is loaded. 2-1 popped up towards foul territory. Olsen hard to his left at the railing, out of room. That's in the section just down from the Cardinals dugout. But a 2-2 count and a big pitch coming up here for Holmes. Trying to pitch his way through this jam without any damage being done. Wynn batting .263 on the year. Got some pop, 7 homers. 2-2 pitch. Missed up and in with a curveball. So the count runs full with 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Sacks packed full of Redbirds. And where does Holmes want to go right here? Right-hander comes set. Glance to second base. And the payoff pitch. Popped up, foul ground. Olsen to his left, right in front of the Cardinal dugout. He's got it. And the Cardinals leave the bases loaded. The conclave of Cardinals left aboard and no one scores. We go to the top of the third inning, 4-2 Braves.
From playing catch in the front yard to backyard barbecues, you're...
Hi, I'm Dorina, co-founder of OpenPhone. My dad is a business owner, and growing up, he always kept his ringtone super loud, so he'd never miss a customer call. OpenPhone gives your team business phone numbers to call and text, all in one shared workspace. And our AI agent answers 24/7, so you never miss a customer. Over 60,000 businesses use OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it? We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today. So it's a home equity loan? No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt. Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started? It's easy. Just give him a call or go to unlock.com.
Call 1-888-780-6854 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Use the money for home improvements, to pay off debt, or to add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com or call 1-888-780-6854 now to get started.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a Farah fight.
Fair and Farah.
Tampa.
Cardinals scored twice in the first, and they left the bases loaded in the second. So the Braves have a 4-2 lead into the top of the third, and Sean Murphy leads off. Murph has the biggest knock of the game for the Braves, a 2-run homer belted into the bleachers in left field back of the first inning. He has been swinging a really good bat lately. 5 homers in his last 11 starts. And he climbs in versus Liberatore. Liberatore pumps over a strike. Getting ahead wasn't the problem for Liberatore last time. That was an 0-2 pitch he hit out.
Yeah, it was a spinner, too. And Murph's done a really nice job of keeping those hands back on the breaking balls and finding the barrel.
0-1 pitch. Check swing. Didn't go. Pitch missed high. 1-1. Well, this is a Cardinal team that's 20th in Major League Baseball in ERA as a team. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And Murphy takes a ball outside. 7th most hits allowed. 3rd fewest walks allowed. But they don't yield a ton of homers. 5th fewest home runs allowed in baseball. Yet the Braves have hit one already. There's a curveball over for a strike.
That curveball looks like Barry Zito. That big looper. Can throw it above the zone that drops in at the top.
Liberatore's 2-2 pitch. Murphy sends one foul. Here's an interesting contrast, Nick. Just came off a series where he faced the Athletics, and the Athletics allowed the most home runs per 9 of any team in Major League Baseball. And now we're playing the Cardinals this weekend. They allow the fewest home runs per 9 of any team in Major League Baseball. So good to already have one on the board. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Murphy sends one foul into the seats down the right field line. That place in Sacramento felt like a launching pad over the last 3 days. 4-2 Braves are in the top of the third. 2-2. That'll be sent foul.
I think you could say that was a launching pad. I think you could say the Braves enjoyed hitting there, even though Last night was a heartbreaker, but
I don't think the pitchers enjoyed it.
No, not at all.
2-2 to Murphy. Murphy pulls one foul over by the Braves dugout.
The ball came right at Snit, and he didn't even move.
Didn't flinch. 4-2 Braves, top of the third inning. Liberatore at 47 pitches. Lefty fires. That'll be bounced foul again by the Braves dugout. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Get one consistent internet price for the next 5 years. No contracts, no curveballs. This next pitch will be the 10th of the battle between Murphy and Liberatore. Again, the 2-2. Murphy takes a ball low. Liberatore thought he had him, but the count runs full. This is the third career start Liberatore's had versus the Braves. 3-2 pitch. Murphy sends one foul again. Interestingly enough, for Liberatore, in 3 previous appearances versus the Braves in his career, 2 as a starter, he had put together 11 1/3 scoreless innings versus the Braves. And then they came out bashing him. 3 runs in the first inning, another in the second. Into that stretch, 3-2 pitch. Murphy fouls one off again. How about this battle? That's a dozen pitches now in this at bat. Trying to grind Liberatore down.
The start last year that Liberatore threw against, or made against the Braves, 6 shutout innings, only 2 hits, dominated with fastball slider. Today had been a different story.
Again, the 3-2, and Murphy with a deep drive to center. He might have gone deep again. Goodbye! Straightaway center field. What an at-bat. On the 13th pitch of the at-bat, he launches one to dead center and out of the yard for his second homer of the game. It's 5-2 Braves in the third.
The first homer, 437 feet. This one best, that one at 440 for Sean Murphy. A huge home run to center field. Big at-bat for the Braves. Going deep into the count, finally getting a pitch he can handle. And this ball is smashed.
How demoralizing for a pitcher. 13 pitches versus 1 batter, then he takes you deep. There's a called strike.
I love those type of at-bats, too, because you need to be able to foul off tough pitches to get the pitch you can handle. And then he never got off the fastball. He was able to foul off some changeups, some breaking balls.
Profar takes a strike.
Never got off the fastball, gets it in the 13th pitch of the at-bat, and that's the pitch you want to do damage with. He did it.
5 runs on 7 hits for the Braves. We're in the top of the third. Profar pops one up, back and foul. Coming back to catcher Paez. That lands in the 4th row and rattles around down there. Man, Sean Murphy. His 14th and 15th home runs of the season.
Yeah, that ball was torched.
You said 440 on that last one?
Yep.
Oh, 2. And Profar hits one high and deep down the left field line. Will it stay fair towards the pole? And that is a foul ball. Just foul. Back at it, Liberatore, the 0-2 pitch. Profar check swing, didn't go after the curveball, 1-2. Sean Murphy leading the way with a 2 home run game. One-two pitch. And a check swing that's fouled off. I got a piece of the catcher Paez. The 2 homers by Murph tonight. This is going to blow you away. 1/440, 1/437. Just being told that those are the longest 2 home runs at Busch Stadium this season. Ooh. Coming in the same game. 1-2. Profar lays off a sinker away.
These at-bats been real fast. They've been really, really good against Libertor. Hardly any chase, hardly any swing and miss. Battling some pretty good pitches around the edges of the zone.
2-2, and that'll be sent down the right field line. A fair ball. Kicks off the sidewall. Ricochets out to the right fielder, Burleson. Burleson sends it into second base, and as he does, his one-hop throw to the bag is late. It's a double by Profar. And that backs up your point. Another deep count, fouling off some tough pitches, and then getting the results you're looking for.
Yeah, and that was a really good pitch, too. Cutter down and away. Great job by Profar staying with it. Literally hits the bottom part of the zone on the outside corner and lines it to right. Great at bat.
Braves leading 5-2. And now pitching coach Dusty Blake going to walk up there and probably say, what in the world is going on out here? He visits with his battery of Liberatore and Paez. So the Braves have come out swinging the bat extremely well. Some great at-bats, some good swings. And knocking the ball all over the yard, leading 5-2 and looking for more here in the top of the third inning.
It's been fun to watch, too. The Braves have been really struggling against left-handed pitching on the year. They've been in the bottom third as far as average against lefties. Already 8 hits in less than 3 innings so far. Actually, we got 2+ innings. Nobody out.
Here comes Drake Baldwin. 1 for 1 with a single. Baldwin, as we've discussed before, is from Madison, Wisconsin, but played his college ball at Missouri State University. There's the pitch on the way to Baldwin. That's low and outside. So into college just a little over 3 hours from here. Missouri State's had a good baseball program for a while. That is southwest of where we are here in St. Louis. Lefty-lefty matchup. 1-0 to Baldwin. And he'll reach and miss at a cutter. Bearded lefty Matthew Liberatore really working hard. 61 pitches. He continues to work here in the third inning. 1-1 pitch whacked out towards the gap in right center field, and that'll be rolling to the edge of the warning track. Picking it up at Scott. He'll send it in, and an RBI single for Drake Baldwin. He's 2 for 2, and the Braves lead 6-2 here in the top of the third.
Love this at bat so much. Got a chase on a pitch he didn't want to really swing at on the first pitch. Then he gets a fastball up in the zone and hammers it to center. That approach is going to play for a long, long time.
Such an impressive rookie campaign for Drake Baldwin.
Can he get enough at-bats to win Rookie of the Year? I think he can.
I think he can. He's certainly in the conversation. And I wonder how much in the second half of the season we see more lineups like the one that we're seeing tonight, especially against a lefty. Pitch on the way to Ozzie Albies. There's a ball outside because we were discussing earlier the Braves using Baldwin as the catcher and Sean Murphy as the DH, and it's an off night for Marcell Ozuna. They got both those guys in there. 1-0 pitch that misses low, and you love having the bat of Murphy in there versus the lefty. And then for Baldwin, like you mentioned, lefties and righties, he handles both well.
Yeah, and that's the luxury that a lot of teams do not have. 2 really good catchers, both have pop. Baldwin hits everybody. Murphy can take you deep at any time. You love that combo.
2-0 to Albies. And he takes the ball high and outside. Already 9 hits for the Braves. Liberatore's 3-0. And he missed high. So it's a walk to Ozzie. That's the first free pass issued by Liberatore. And he has really been in some trouble in this game. Liberatore just kind of standing out there looking aimlessly off into the outfield. Sweating profusely, using his left sleeve to wipe the sweat away from his head. Meanwhile, Nick Allen comes to the plate. They're anticipating Bodas Contreras, and Arenado at the corners come in. Runners at first and second, no one out. Allen bunts back to the mound, gloved by Liberatore. Fires to first base. That's in time of the out. Ozzie to second, Baldwin over to third. A nice job by Nick Allen. action in the Cardinals bullpen. Right-hander Riley O'Brien is up and tossing. Infield will come in for Michael Harris. Harris 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Base hit could score a couple of runs. And he'll take a called strike. I know that he's really been in the throes of quite a drought here lately, Nick, but that one double back in the second inning, just sometimes one hit can turn you around. Really boost the confidence. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bounced up there, knocked down by Paez.
And I think something else in that at bat that boosts the confidence is the fact that there were two really good pitches to get 2 strikes, and he was frustrated. He knows that he's struggling, and it's like, oh my gosh, he painted a couple, and he sticks with that at bat and hammers the ball to right.
1-1 to Harris. A little bit low, missed with a slider in the dirt, and a good take there by Harris. Tell you what, if he throws the ball here, we're going to be thinking about that walk drought ending for Harris. He hasn't walked in forever. 2-1 pitch. And there's a strike. Just barely sneak a sinker over the outside corner.
What's he at plate appearances now? Do we know?
Was it 160? This is 163, I beg your pardon. 2-2 pitch, and he pops one up. Left center field, Nootbaar and Scott coming together. And that'll be caught by Scott. Tagging from third base now, Baldwin. Here's the throw to the plate. Tag down, they got him. Victor Scott darted in front of Nootbaar. It looked like it was going to be Nootbaar's ball, but the center fielder took control, went in front of the left fielder, made the catch, and sent a really good throw to the plate. And the Braves are going to take a peek at this.
And that is challenging the outbound home plate.
So that is the voice of Chris Conroy, the crew chief and home plate umpire. So the Braves will challenge this.
That was incredible, too. Victor Scott's a lefty. Basically catches the ball in left field and cuts off Nootbaar and makes a strong throw to home plate. Now, the issue that I have right now is that Ronald, and I think he's going to be out because I think his foot bounced up over the plate. But Ronald was not behind home plate telling Drake which way to slide. He needs to be behind home plate telling Drake to get on the outside because that ball is on the inside part of the running lane.
He came in feet first, Dick, and you're right. That right foot extended, hit the dirt right in front of the plate, and then bounced over the plate as the tag was hitting him in the kneecap. And that will likely be a double play to end the inning.
That was an incredible throw, though.
Boy, if the foot did touch the plate, he would have been safe. But it hit the dirt and bounced up in the air over the plate as the tag was on the right kneecap.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. The runner is out.
So that ends the inning. Call is confirmed, and that double play brings a halt to the top of the third. But the Braves pick up a couple of runs. And as we head to the bottom of the third inning, it's 6-2 Atlanta.
Business owners know every missed call is money left on the table. For $15 a month, get a dedicated business number with OpenPhone. You can manage calls, assign conversations, send auto replies, and skip voicemail with OpenPhone's AI agent that captures leads 24/7. Join over 60,000 businesses using OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. They'll even port your existing numbers for free. openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone. No missed calls. No missed customers.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
Here's what the car insurance companies may think they know after a car crash. They know you probably don't know what your claim is worth, or how to calculate pain and suffering, lost wages and future earnings, current and future medical expenses, or diminished value to your car. But guess what? We do. And if we don't win your case, you owe us nothing. For a fairer fight, you know who to call, Farah and Farah.
Touch with the radio home of the Braves. Listen to Chuck and Chernoff weekday afternoons from 2 to 6 on 680 The Fan.
Rolling into the bottom of the third inning, 6-2 Braves here in St. Louis. Alec Burleson, the batter, takes a ball high from Grant Holmes. Alongside Nick Green and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you. These two teams out to a wild start. 6 runs, 9 hits for the Braves, 2 runs, 6 hits for the Cardinals. 1-0 pitch, Burleson swings and misses. I want to go back to what you were talking about as the top of the third inning came to an end. And it was a really good eye by you, Nick, to pick up on what you're discussing with Ronald Acuna. Play at the plate into the inning. There's the 1-1 pitch on the way. Burleson, check swing, didn't go as they peel down at third base. But Acuna, as he's the on-deck hitter, if he were around in the line, looking up the third base line, he could have given perfect directions to Drake Baldwin, couldn't he? Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that'll be sent deep down the right field line towards the corner, and that is going to one-hop over the wall. And it's a ground rule double by Alec Burleson. So a leadoff double for the Cardinals here in the third inning. But as Drake is coming down the line, he's looking for that, and when he doesn't see it in the split second, he has to make a quick change, doesn't he?
Yeah, so it's easier when you're on the first base side in the on-deck circle. You have the direct line, and you're already over there. But if you're in the on-deck circle on the third base side, you have to get over behind home plate and give the direction to the runner. If he gives him the direction to slide outside, what Drake does, he slides on the outside and tries to touch the plate with his right hand. What happened, nobody told him, so he's trying to slide to the plate with his foot, and that's where you get the bounce over the top of the plate.
And bringing him to the plate and to the tag. Here's Contreras, takes a ball inside. Now, that double play into the inning. Well, the Braves did strike for 2 runs in the top of the inning, a homer by Murphy and an RBI single by Baldwin. Grant Holmes with a 4-run lead. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Wilson Contreras. And he takes a fastball low. This will be Holmes' 60th pitch of the game. Glance to second, 2-0 pitch. Fouled off right there at the plate, 2-1. Under the lights, of course, here in St. Louis, light breeze out towards center field, but the sky getting a little bit darker as we continue into the evening. Gray clouds down the left field line. Hopefully we stay away from the rain. Down the right field line looking clear. But wind blowing out to center, and it just kind of feels like a potential stormy night. Hopefully not the case. 2-1 pitch. Big chopper out to third. Played on the second hop by Riley. Slings it over. Nice pick over there at first base by Olsen. And one away here in the third inning as Burleson keeps it in park at second base. Folks, you need all the energy you can get for game day. At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget. And we're committed to providing tools that assist us to make a difference so you can save energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. Lars Nootbaar, left-handed hitter, 0-for-1 with a strikeout. And he'll take a ball low. And to this point, Nick, the only strikeout in the game for Holmes was the one versus Nootbaar. So not a whole lot of swing and miss stuff for either pitcher. Braves don't have a single strikeout as a unit, top to bottom in their order.
No, and Grant's had a tough time with that slider today. One of the better sliders in the game. And, yeah, 4 hits off it already.
1-0 is low, 2 balls, no strikes.
And that's the issue, too, when you're a guy like Grant who relies on so much spin. Now, that spin's not working today. Where do you go to get the outs?
Two-0 pitch. And a ball low, 3-0. Well, it's one thing if his fastball or his curveball or whatever else just isn't there that night, because a lot of times cutter and slider can get him through. Mm-hmm. But that slider is such a weapon, and if he doesn't have that, that is by far his biggest weapon. 3-0 to Nootbaar. And there's ball 4 low, miss with a fastball. First walk allowed by Grant Holmes.
And I like the curveball a lot, but the curveball is not a pitch that he attacks in the zone with. And the fastball, like we've mentioned before, just doesn't have enough velo, and he's not consistently locating it to get the quick out to the fastball either.
Braves leading 6-2 in the bottom of the third. The runners at first and second, one down for Arenado. He'll foul one back into the screen. This is a Cardinal team that's 12th in the big leagues in runs scored, 20th in home runs. They hit a bunch of doubles. They're 5th in the league in doubles. They don't run much, 26th in stolen bases. 0-1 fouled back. 7th fewest strikeouts. So they don't strike out a ton at all. This is a Cardinal bunch that just recently took 2 of 3 from the Nationals. They've gotten off to a slow start in July. They've gone 3-5 this month. They've played their best baseball at home this season. 0-2 pitch and a deep fly ball to left center field. Profar racing to his left. Harris to his right. Harris is there, makes the catch. Runners hold at first and second base. That held in the air long enough for Michael to go to his right and reach it. Profar is a good distance away from it. Two down for Nolan Gorman. Action continues in the Cardinals bullpen. You wonder which way they'll go as the Braves will have the top of the order due up when we go to the top of the 4th inning. Their pitcher Liberatore has seen tons of contact tonight. He's given up 9 hits. Nolan Gorman takes a ball outside. Meanwhile, the Cardinals have had runners all over the base paths. They have 7 hits in the game. And they scored twice in the first inning, but a big missed opportunity last inning when they left the bases loaded. In fact, they had them loaded with 1 out, couldn't score. 1-0 to Gorman. That registers as a strike. Had a cutter touch the outside corner. Deep breath by Holmes. Ball to Black Glove. Kicks and fires the 1-1. And a called strike with another cutter over the outside corner. That's well located. See if he can finish him off right here for his second strikeout of the game. Inning started with a double by Burleson. Contreras grounded out. Nootbaar walked. And Arenado flied out.
And Grant's already at 71 pitches on the night.
I mean, nothing but stressful innings for Holmes and for Liberatore out of the chute tonight. 1-2 pitch, missed outside with a slider.
And you would hate to see him not be able to get through 5 innings, and he's a quick out here, quick inning in the next one, because you don't know who's exactly going to pitch the next 2 days. You have TBAs on both of those games. One probably a bullpen day.
Spins his 2-2 to the plate and missed high. Well, the count runs full. Similar position to the one he was in last inning when the bases were loaded with 2 down for Mason Wynn. And on a 3-2 pitch, he popped out into foul territory. Runners will take off here from first and second. 3-2 pitch. Whacked back into the screen. Do it again with a 3-2 count. Grant Holmes with a very long, curly, dark hair down past his shoulders, which looks a little bit extra frizzy tonight with this humid air here in St. Louis. On a Black Glove right in front of his belt buckle. Runners go 3-2. Missed outside with a cutter. And that'll load the bases. That's Holmes' 50th walk of the season as he leads the National League in walks. The batter is Pedro Paez, and while it's his second trip to the plate, we didn't see much out of him last inning. He had a sac bunt, and it was executed perfectly. First pitch to him, swung on and drilled into right center field, down for a base hit into the gap. Harris able to cut it off, but 2 runs have scored. It'll be a 2 RBI single by Paez, and it's now a 6-4 Braves lead here in the bottom of the third. Jumped right on that first pitch and split the gap. And here comes Rick Kranitz, Braves pitching coach.
And when you think about a guy like Paez, who has not had a ton of success this year, he's going to jump on first pitch in this situation. The pressure's on the pitcher to get ahead, cutter right down the middle, and Paez lines it to center field. That 2 walks in this inning have hurt pretty bad.
Just a dangerous way to live. And that really doesn't matter where you are in the order. This time, the bottom of the order, you walk anybody in the big leagues, and they can sting you. And now Victor Scott will be the batter. He's the 7th Cardinal to the plate here in the 3rd inning. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. We've already seen a combined 10 runs in this game. Braves leading 6-4. Cardinals have gotten the 2 runs back that they gave up in the top of the inning. Victor Scott 1 for 1 with a single. He bats 9th in the order. Had a huge defensive play in the top of the inning, throwing out Drake Baldwin at the plate. First pitch he sees, swung on a miss at a slider down. Paez at first, Gorman at third. 0-1 to the plate, and a lunge at a miss and another slider.
And this at-bat is exactly what probably would have happened with Paez if he was aggressive with a breaking ball down to start the at-bat off.
He's trying to sneak one over with that cutter, I guess?
Yep, just trying to get ahead. Look, the at-bat before to Gorman, he had him 1-2, couldn't finish him off, and didn't trust his stuff.
0-2, check swing. They appealed, didn't go, says Jeremy Rehack, third base umpire. Watching the replay on that check swing. Good call. See if he can get him here. 1-2 pitch. Low it in with a slider. Didn't take the bait. The count even 2-2. Well, I mentioned earlier the Cardinals coming into the action tonight, 7th fewest strikeouts as a team in the big leagues. And against that slider, they've shown a lot of discipline early in this game. It's been very impressive by their batters. 2-2. Fouled off. Just did touch the curveball to send it to the backstop. Braves 6, Cardinals 4. Bottom of the 3rd inning. This will be Holmes' 82nd pitch of the game. And the 2-2. Line drive out past a diving Ozzie Albies and an RBI single. Victor Scott drilled one just to the right of Ozzie, went diving to his right, and that was just out of his reach. And it's a 1-run game with the Braves leading 6-5.
Laid off a couple of breaking balls at the bottom and then gets a fastball right down the middle. Second hit of the night for Scott.
Now Inyo de los Santos up and throwing for the Braves. Back to the top of the order to Brendan Donovan. Runners at first and second. He takes a first pitch strike. A 1 to the plate. Missed low. 1 ball and 1 strike. This has been quite the tug of war right out of the gate in this one. Grant Holmes had a pretty sizable lead a moment ago. It's down to 1 run. 1-1 pitch, missed high. It was 6-2 Braves entering the bottom of the inning. And the inning has gone double, ground out, walk, fly out. And then the 7, 8, 9 hitters have walked, singled, and singled again. And they have really got Grant in some hot water here in the 3rd inning. 2-1 pitch to the plate. Missed way high with a fastball. If Donovan reaches, that all 9 Cardinals would come to the plate here in the 3rd inning. Mason Wynn is on deck. Hitters count 3-1. There's a ball punched out to second. Allen's got it. Steps on the bag as he backhands to get the force out of Victor Scott for out number 3. But a big inning for the Cardinals. They score 3 times, and they draw to within a run. We go to the top of the 4th inning with the Braves leading the Cardinals 6-5.
Hard hit ball to short, scooped up and tossed to second. Quick turnaround. It's
Hi, I'm Dorina, co-founder of OpenPhone. My dad is a business owner, and growing up, he always kept his ringtone super loud, so he'd never miss a customer call. OpenPhone gives your team business phone numbers to call and text, all in one shared workspace. And our AI agent answers 24/7, so you never miss a customer. Over 60,000 businesses use OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers.
Texting terms at unlock.com/SMS. Privacy policy at unlock.com/privacy-policy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it? We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today. So it's a home equity loan? No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt. Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started? It's easy. Just go to their website.
Text EQUITY to 865-865 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Text EQUITY to 865-865. Text the word EQUITY to 865-865. Text EQUITY to 865-865 now.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Years old, 16th game of the season, 2.41 ERA, 3-pitch mix, sinker sits at 98 miles an hour, 30% sliders, and has a curveball as well. Last time he pitched was on the 6th of July against the Cubs, 2 shutout in that one.
Top of the 4th inning, 6-5 Braves. You know, you talk about pitchers being on a pitch count. Good thing broadcasters aren't on a word count. Here's Ronald Acuna. Ronald takes the ball outside. 11 runs, first 3 innings. They're just yapping away and moving our molars tonight. A lot going on. 6 runs, 9 hits for the Braves, 5 runs, 9 hits for the Cardinals. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Acuna takes a called strike. Riley O'Brien is out of the College of Idaho in Caldwell, Idaho. I'll tell you, if they can find you in Caldwell, Idaho, they can find you anywhere. Former 8th-round pick of the Rays. 1-1 pitch misses high. Full name is Riley Chun Young O'Brien. What? There's a lot going on in that name, isn't it? Riley Chun Young O'Brien. 2-1 pitch. There's a ball outside. And that really rivals Lars Nootbaar and his full name for best name on their team. Lars Nootbaar's full name is Lars Taylor Tatsuji Nootbaar.
I actually forgot he had that big long name.
3-1 pitch. And Acuna just missed one. Popped it up. Center field. Going back now. Donovan coming in on him is Scott. And the catch made. He got under that thing and went way up in the air. And 1 down. Northside Hospital for a healthier future. Together, look to Northside. Matt Olson coming up to the plate. O'Brien was purchased by the Cardinals in November of 2025. Mentioned he was originally drafted by the Rays. Olson swings and misses. And then they traded him to the Reds for Cody Reed in 2020. And then the Reds traded him to the Mariners. About 2 years after that trade to the Reds. That'll be fouled off. And now he's in the Cardinal organization. Riley O'Brien. There's only been 1/2 inning where a team didn't score. That was the Cardinals' bottom of the 2nd. And they left the bases loaded that inning. Matt Olson 0 for 2. 0-2 pitch. Matt Olson takes a ball in the dirt. Really been fun to watch Matt here for the last couple of months. He's had a good first half altogether, but over his last 48 games, batting .312 with 10 homers. And if you missed the news earlier that we mentioned about the home run derby, Olson is in it. 1-2 pitch, and there's a called third strike, 100 at the top of the zone.
It started in off the plate and ran out over the middle of the plate. That was disgusting.
Boy, there's a lot of run on that pitch.
A lot of run and 100 miles an hour. I don't know how you get that much movement at that velocity.
So 2 down. That's the first time the Braves have struck out in the game. Austin Riley, the batter, just missed a homer in the second inning. And he'll take a big swing and a miss here to slider. Finishing what we were saying, Austin Riley, or rather Ronald Acuna, I should say, has pulled out of the home run derby. And he will not participate in next week's home run derby in Atlanta. And jumping in at his place, Matt Olson. Ball up and in.
And not that I wanted Ronald to pull out. I think it's the right decision with the back maybe questionable taking that many swings. But to see Matt Olson in the home run derby in his hometown, that's going to be fun to watch.
1-1 pitch fouled off by Luke Williams. So Austin Riley out of the game. One ball and 2 strikes on Williams. And the 1-2 pitch. A little bit low and outside. Well, earlier in the game, Jonathan was looking down at the Braves dugout and informed us that some of the Braves trainers were chatting with Ryan Snitker. And they had a lengthy conversation, and Snit didn't seem to be too pleased with the news that he was given. Now we know what it's all about. Austin Riley out of the game. 2-2 pitch and a called third strike. Good curveball that froze Williams. And the Braves go down 1-2-3 in the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, 6-5 Braves.
Business owners know every missed call is money left on the table. For $15 a month, get a dedicated business number with OpenPhone. You can manage calls, assign conversations, send auto replies, and skip voicemail with OpenPhone's AI agent that captures leads 24/7. Join over 60,000 businesses using OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. They'll even port your existing numbers for free. Openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone. No missed calls. No missed customers.
Texting terms at unlock.com/SMS. Privacy policy at unlock.com/privacy-policy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it? We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today. So it's a home equity loan? No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt. Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started? It's easy. Just go to their website.
Text EQUITY to 865-865 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Text EQUITY to 865-865. Text the word EQUITY to 865-865. Text EQUITY to 865-865 now.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears.
See the fan.
6-5 Braves lead in the bottom of the 4th. Iniel De Los Santos taking over for Grant Holmes, be the second pitcher of the day. 38th appearance, 3.65 ERA. We saw him on Tuesday against the A's, 1 2/3 scoreless in that one. 10 times out of the 37 appearances, he's gotten more than 3 outs.
Well, how about this one, Nick? We're in the 4th inning and both teams into their bullpens.
I mean, I'm fine if St. Louis is in theirs, but not with Atlanta.
That's for sure. 6-5 Braves, bottom of the 4th. There's Mason Wynn. Pitch from Iniel De Los Santos and a ground ball out to Williams at third. Up with it, sends it over to first base. High throw. Olsen leaps in the air, can't bring it down. Rolls over to the sidewall, and Wynn is at second base. Well, we mentioned in the top of the inning that Luke Williams came along to pinch hit for Austin Riley, who's apparently left the game with an injury. And now Williams at third base, and the first time he's tested, he fails the test with an error.
Nice job getting over to it, but he never got that shoulder pointed towards first base, and a high throw from Matt Olson, or to Matt Olson. End up at second base with nobody out.
Wynn down to second. Here's Alec Burleson. He is 2 for 2 with a couple of doubles. De Los Santos glanced to second, pitch to the plate, and there's a called strike. Fourth inning is the Tidal Wave Auto Spy inning, and Tidal Wave is making Braves country clean card country all season long. And if the Braves pitch a scoreless fourth inning tonight, Tidal Wave will offer half off their Best Watch membership tomorrow. Learn more at TidalWaveAutospy.com/Braves. 0-1 lifted towards left field. Jerkson Profar's got a bead on it. Makes the catch. Wynn keeps it in park at second. 1 down. You put yourself in the shoes of Brian Snitker. You got a game to win tonight. No doubt about that. You're focused on that. But like you mentioned, you also know that you got a bullpen game coming up one of the next 2 days. And the Braves said to be announced for their starting pitching plans the next 2 days. You're trying to figure this thing out.
Mm-hmm. I would guess you have to go with Nathan Wiles in one of these games. Just because he's stretched out, you've got to get some innings somewhere.
Wilson Contreras, the batter. Ground ball out to short. To his left, Allen glides. Able to glove it, send it over to first base. 2 down. Mason Wynn arrives at third base on the ground out to short. So you do what you got to do to get through tonight. Mm-hmm. But in the back of your mind, as a manager, you're also thinking about the next 2 days as well, aren't you?
And I think that's the one misconception from fans is that you mismanage bullpens, but we don't know exactly who's available, who's not. They're looking more towards the next couple of days. How do they salvage some of these guys?
Lars Nootbaar takes a first pitch strike.
But all you hear is mismanagement of bullpens all over Major League Baseball, and there are a lot of factors that go into it.
That's a good point. Braves 6, Cardinals 5, bottom of the 4th. Runner at third, 2 down. Oh, and the Nootbaar sent foul into the screen down the left field line. De Los Santos, right-hander, kicks and brings the 0-2. And he missed high with a fastball at 97. This Cardinal team, 27-18 at home this year. They won 9 in a row at one point and 12 of 13 earlier in the season. 1-2 to Nootbaar. And he pops one up. Foul ground for Luke Williams. Over in the third base coach's box, makes the catch. And there's the third out. So the error doesn't hurt the Braves. Cardinals come up with nothing. We go to the top of the 5th inning, 6-5 Braves.
Great teams win with smart plays. Just like great businesses win with Saya LTL Freight.
Hi, I'm Dorina, co-founder of OpenPhone. My dad is a business owner, and growing up, he always kept his ringtone super loud, so he'd never miss a customer call. OpenPhone gives your team business phone numbers to call and text all in one shared workspace. And our AI agent answers 24/7, so you never miss a customer. Over 60,000 businesses use OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers.
Texting terms at unlock.com/SMS. Privacy policy at unlock.com/privacy-policy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it? We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today. So it's a home equity loan? No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt. Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started? It's easy. Just go to their website.
Text EQUITY to 865-865 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Text EQUITY to 865-865. Text the word EQUITY to 865-865. Text EQUITY to 865-865 now.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
With 2 home runs. He tormented the starting pitcher, Matthew Liberatore. Hit a 2-run homer against him in the first inning and a solo homer against him in the 3rd inning. And Murphy swings and pops one up. Shallow right field. Contreras going back, and he can't get it over his shoulder. And that bloops down into the grass of shallow right field. Man, when it's going your way, it's going your way. And that's the case for Sean Murphy. He can do no wrong right now.
Love this from Sean. Tough play for Contreras, especially being converted from a catcher. Kind of gator arms it over his head. He'll take the knock.
Yeah, he looked like a T-Rex out there. Those short arms didn't extend the arm at all. Right over his shoulder. And Murphy's 3 for 3 with a single and 2 homers. Now it's Jurickson Profar to the plate. 1 for 2 with a double. And he'll bounce one foul on the first base line. It was a clean bottom of the 4th inning. And that means tomorrow is a clean inning car wash celebration day at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Stop by tomorrow. Get half off their best wash membership for the first month. Braves country is clean car country thanks to Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more information. 6-5 Braves, top of the 5th. And the 0-1 pitch on the way to Profar. Sent foul into the screen.
I don't know why Arenado was 3 or 4 steps into the grass. Profar's hacking. He's going to back up with 2 strikes.
He got fouled off into the Braves dugout. They were ducking for cover over there. 0-2 on Profar. Pitch on the way. Miss low and inside from O'Brien. Four finals around the league to this point. Check out the out-of-town scoreboard here in the middle innings. Braves on top by a run. And the 0-2. Profar pulls one fair down the right field line. Rolling down the line off the sidewall. Murphy between second and third. He'll arrive at third base standing. It's a double by Profar. I mean, talk about keeping it just fair. And that was doing a balancing act on the chalk right on down the line, right in between the bag on the first baseman, Contreras. Been a tough inning for Contreras here in the 5th.
Yeah, fouled off a really good fastball really late the pitch before. He gets a slider middle and hooks it right down that right field line.
Tell you what, Nick, having Profar back has been big for the Braves.
Yeah. And that's the frustrating part about this entire season. Look, I know you have to have other things go your way as well, but the offense has been an issue for most of the season. And we've seen since he's come back, the quality of at bat that he provides, able to switch hit anywhere in the order. That's a big bat that they lost.
Oliver Marmol is out there having a discussion with Chris Conroy, the home plate umpire. Well, he continues to jabber with Chris Conroy. Now a dejected Oliver Marmol just turns and walks slowly back to the first base dugout.
I didn't see anything crazy.
I think they thought that was a foul ball. Contreras thought it was foul. But it looked like it went right over the bag. So the infield comes in for Drake Baldwin. Baldwin is 2 for 2 with an RBI. Trying to drive in a couple of runs right here. First pitch to Baldwin. Missed outside with a slider.
Drake's got to get it up in the air. No way Murph is running on the ground.
One-0 from O'Brien. Check swing at a slider. And he didn't go. 2 balls to no strikes. In a good position here, Drake Baldwin. Just that elbow guard. And now staring down the right-hander, O'Brien. 2-0 pitch. Fouled off the inside of his foot. Make it 2-1. Final scores today at Yankee Stadium. The Yankees clobbered the Cubs 11-0. That'll make the Cardinal fans happy. Orioles beat the Marlins 5-2. Rockies won a game today. They're now only 50 games under 500 at 22-72. They beat the Reds 3-2, and the Guardians defeated the White Sox 4-2. Those are the only finals around Major League Baseball. 2-1 to Baldwin. Baldwin bounces one out to second. Diving stop by the second baseman, Donovan. To his feet, throws to first, gets the out. And Murphy, like you mentioned, Nick, not going with the ball on the ground.
And that's tough, too. If there's one out, he's going there. He ends up scoring because Donovan had to go ranging to his right. But with nobody out, you can't take that chance.
Now it's in the hands of Ozzie Albies, who will swing it from the left side. By the way, the Mets are in Kansas City tonight. They're scoreless in the second inning. First pitch to Ozzie. And he takes a strike on the outside corner. One other score to pass along your way. The Red Hot Brewers are leading the Nationals 7-2. That game's in the top of the seventh. And that out-of-town scoreboard delivered to you by Saya LTL Freight, the official freight carrier of the Atlanta Braves. 0-1 to Ozzie. And he'll send one foul down the left field line into the seats, and he's down 0-2. Well, tonight has been a night where the Braves have done well with runners in scoring position. 3 for 6, but need a knock here. Try to add on to this one-run lead. Too high and away. Yeah, Braves 3 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Cardinals 5 for 13. We're only in the 5th inning. We've already had 13 at-bats with runners in scoring position. Ball and 2 strikes. O'Brien to the plate. Up and in. Missed with a 100-mile-an-hour sinker. Tall right-hander O'Brien brings the 2-1. Swung on, miss. Got a slider by him. And that strikes out Ozzie Albies. Rather, 2-2 pitches should have said, and 2 down.
Backup slider on the outside part of the plate. Tough to stay with. A little late swing. See if Nick can punch one through that right side. Pretty big gap between second and first.
Nick Allen climbs in. First pitch you see zips over for a strike. 101 with that sinker. I mean, between what we're seeing from O'Brien here and what we saw last night from Mason Miller, some high-octane fastballs. Miller was hitting 103, 104 last night. 0-1 to Allen. Check swing on a curveball in the dirt. Didn't commit. 1-1. Allen had a sac bunt back in the 3rd inning. Also had a pop out to first base the inning prior. And for the man who only has 15 RBIs, this is a great opportunity for him with runners at second and third, but 2 down. 1-1 to the plate. Low and away with a curveball. Good eye. O'Brien came on in relief of the starter Liberatore, who made it just 3 innings. He gave up 6 runs on 9 hits. Righty-righty matchup. 2-1 to Allen. And he missed inside with a sinker.
Nice at bat and a pretty good count. Now, that being said, first base is open. So have to make sure you get a pitch you can handle here.
He grips the bat. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And he swings and sends it foul. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
Braves have 11 hits in the game. They're leading 6-5. But if they can pick up their 12th hit of the game right here, they'd pick up a couple of runs. 3-2 to Allen. In tight, ball 4. Missed up and in with a sinker. That'll load the bases for Michael Harris. Well, Michael in this game ripped a double down the right field line in the 2nd inning. And he flied into what turned into a double play in the 3rd inning. And he has really been in a tailspin at the plate, but he's displayed some good things this evening and a chance to really show us something here. Bases loaded, first pitch, and a strike right at the bottom of the zone with a curveball. And it seems like whether he's swinging or looking, they're having lots of success right at the bottom of the zone, Nick.
Mm-hmm. And they've been painting them, too.
0-1 to Harris. He swings at a sinker away. Would have been a ball. Now 0-2 as he missed that fastball away from him. Bases loaded, 2 down. 0-2 to Harris. And he'll send one foul over to our left. Put a good swing on the sinker.
This is where that chase becomes a problem, Michael, because he's been swinging so much and chasing so much out of the zone. There's no reason O'Brien should throw a strike. None.
You could say that for the next 2 or 3 pitches, couldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
He's way ahead of Harris, 0-2. Braves with a 1-run lead here in the 5th. 0-2 pitch. And Harris swings and misses at a curveball down and in. And that ends the top of the 5th, and the Braves leave them loaded. They had 2nd and 3rd, no one out and cannot score. We're halfway home. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Braves 6, Cardinals 5.
Hi, I'm Dorina, co-founder of OpenPhone. My dad is a business owner, and growing up, he always kept his ringtone super loud, so he'd never miss a customer call. OpenPhone gives your team business phone numbers to call and text, all in one shared workspace. And our AI agent answers 24/7, so you never miss a customer. Over 60,000 businesses use OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers.
Texting terms at unlock.com/SMS. Privacy policy at unlock.com/privacy-policy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it? We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today. So it's a home equity loan? No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt. Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started? It's easy. Just go to their website.
Text equity to 865-865 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Text equity to 865-865. Text the word equity to 865-865. Text equity to 865-865 now.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Michaels, don't miss Atlanta Braves today and your chance to win a pair of Braves tickets every weekday morning on The Locker Room during our 7 a.m. hour on the radio home of the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan.
Braves 6, Cardinals 5. Into the bottom of the 5th inning, Nolan Arenado leads off versus Inyo de los Santos. First pitch swung on miss on a slider away. Great to have you with us on a Friday night alongside Nick Green and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you for Game 1 of 3 here over the weekend in St. Louis. Both teams in their bullpens now. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That'll miss low and outside. In fact, the starter, Grant Holmes, went 3 innings for the Braves, gave up 5 runs on 8 hits, a couple of walks and a strikeout. And the starter, Matthew Liberatore, for the Cardinals, went 3 innings, 6 runs allowed on 9 hits, a walk and no strikeouts. 1-1 to Arenado. A fly ball towards right field. Ronald Acuna in and over to his right slightly, makes the catch, 1 down. Also, as we mentioned last inning, Luke Williams took over at third base for Austin Riley. And we have texted down to the clubhouse to see if there's any news yet on Riley. No news yet. So we do not know at this point the reason for lifting Riley from the game. But like we told you, we saw a conversation down in the Braves dugout just before that between some of the trainers and Brian Snitker. And that had to be what it was about. So hopefully all is well for Riley and just something that would sideline him for this ball game and maybe get him back out there tomorrow. But again, we have not heard anything official by any means. So that's all we know, which is nothing. 1 ball and no strikes on Gorman. Righty-lefty matchup. Good fastball swung on and missed. 1-1. We're just told an update will be coming shortly, so we'll get that to you as soon as we hear something about Austin Riley. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. Just missed with a fastball. Looked pretty good, Nick.
I like that pitch, and I want that pitch. Up and away.
Bases empty, one down. The 2-1 pitch on the way from De Los Santos. Fouled back, 2-2. Folks, did you know the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves? They make it with peppers, vinegar, and salt, and the perfect balance to make the food you're eating taste better. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Two. Missed high, 3-2. Braves pitchers with one strikeout tonight. That was of Nootbaar to end the first inning. And he swings and tips one into the middle of Drake Baldwin, who holds on. Good fastball at 98.
Just blew it right by him.
All right, here's the update on Austin Riley. Austin Riley was removed from tonight's game due to lower abdominal tightness. Lower abdominal tightness. 2 down for Pages. And he'll take a called strike. So you hear an injury like that, and you hope that it's something that they caught early and for more of a precaution than anything, get him out of there, make sure he's all right, so he can get back in there as soon as possible. There's the 0-1 pitch on the way. That'll be swung on and missed. And at the same time, Riley's about as tough a guy as there is on the roster. I mean, it takes a lot to get him out of there. So
yeah, and I'm not sure exactly how that happened or if there's something that he had been dealing with. I don't know if I've ever heard lower abdominal tightness before, but better safe than sorry with him.
That's right. To Pages. And a fly ball out towards left center field. Michael Harris sprinting in. Makes the catch as he gallops to it. And down to go the Cardinals. 1-2-3 for the first time of the game. We played 5. We go to the top of the 6th inning. 6-5 Braves.
Business owners know every missed call is money left on the table. For $15 a month, get a dedicated business number with OpenPhone. You can manage calls, assign conversations, send auto replies, and skip voicemail with OpenPhone's AI agent that captures leads 24/7. Join over 60,000 businesses using OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. They'll even port your existing numbers for free. Openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone. No missed calls. No missed customers.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination.
The 6th at Busch Stadium, new pitcher for the Cardinals, Matt Swanson, the right-hander, is making his 17th appearance of the year, 3.47 ERA. 3-pitch mix, sinker, sits at 97 miles an hour, sweeper, and cutter as well.
All right, Matt Swanson, S-V-A-N-S-O-N. Swanson takes over for O'Brien. First pitch to Ronald Acuna. Ronald with a high fly ball to left. Coming in now, Nootbaar puts on the brakes, and this parachutes into his glove for the out, 1 down. 6th inning means it's the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. And if the Braves hit a homer here in the 6th inning, our contestant, Bradshaw Hayes from Atlanta, won $1,150. And if you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000 from the Georgia Lottery, Visit 680thefan.com/GA Lottery. Georgia Lottery, today could be the day. Good luck to Bradshaw Hayes in Atlanta. 6-5 Braves, top of the 6th. Matt Swanson deals the 0-2 to, the first pitch, I should say, to Olson, 0-1. Talking about Swanson, he's from Lake Zurich High School in Lake Zurich, Illinois. 0-1 pitch, that'll be fouled off. And that's up north of Chicago, Lake Zurich. Game 1 in this series of 3, and both of these teams have already been diving into their bullpens. 6-5 Braves in the 6th, and the 0-2 pitch. That'll be high and outside. Fastball 98. Boy, everybody they brought out tonight throwing hard.
It's going to hit pretty hard, but keeps the ball on the ground well. You can expect that from a sinker baller.
1-2 in the dirt. Bounced it up there, 2-2. With those numbers on Olson earlier. Last 48 games, batting .312 with 10 homers. Trying to find a stroke of luck here. It's 0 for 3 in the game. 2-2, good swing, but fouled it back. He was right under that sweeper.
Tell you what, it's a luxury for Ali Marmol to have these guys throwing this kind of gas with good movement, being able to go multiple innings. Last time Swanson went out, it was Thursday, went an inning and 2/3 shutout against Washington. The previous appearance, 2 2/3 against the Cubs.
2-2, fouled off into the screen. Actually, that cleared the screen. Good catch by a fan out there.
Oh, no. He tossed it back. He caught it and tossed it back in.
2-2 pulled foul.
Into the stands. And somebody tried to catch it and spilled a beer.
So he caught it in the second deck and then threw it down below?
Yeah, he threw it down below.
Now, why would he do that?
Don't know.
He's just in the moment, I guess.
Keep the ball.
2-2, a called third strike. That's the second time they've gotten Olson up and away on a borderline pitch. Matt can't believe it.
Cutter hit the top of the zone. I still can't get over this guy. You get a foul ball, you never get foul balls at games, and you throw it back into the stand.
And he made a nice barehanded catch.
Yeah.
2 down for Luke Williams. And Williams takes a called strike. We've had a few foul balls reach the booth over the years.
Did you throw them back?
No, he kept every last one of them. Had players sign the balls. That'll be fouled back. We've had, what is it, JC? Maybe 3 or 4 over the years? Austin Riley, Geraldo Perdomo, and Dansby Swanson. So we've had 3 over the years. We had all 3 players sign the balls. We've got 2 of the 3 still left. One of them was lifted from our booth. 0-2, punches out Williams. 98-mile-an-hour sinker. And he goes down looking. The Braves go down 1-2-3 in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Braves 6, Cardinals 5.
You need parts? O'Reilly has parts.
Hi, I'm Dorina, co-founder of OpenPhone. My dad is a business owner, and growing up, he always kept his ringtone super loud, so he'd never miss a customer call. OpenPhone gives your team business phone numbers to call and text, all in one shared workspace. And our AI agent answers 24/7, so you never miss a customer. Over 60,000 businesses use OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line.
Chance to win a pair of Brave tickets every weekday morning in the locker room during the 7 a.m. hour on the radio home of the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan.
Austin Cox on the mound for the Braves as we head to the bottom at the 6th. Atlanta leads 6-5 this week. Cox's 6th appearance of the year, 2.57 ERA, 11 punchies in 7 innings. We saw him on Tuesday, throw an inning and a third shutout baseball against the A's.
Pino de los Santos looked very good in his 2 innings. First pitch from Cox, bunted foul. 9-1-2 for the Cardinals here in the 6th inning with Victor Scott, followed by Brendan Donovan and Mason Wynn. The deadline for De Los Santos, 2 innings, no runs, no hits, no walks, 1 strikeout. Just 1 man reach. That was on an error. 0-1 bounced up there. 1-1 on Scott.
Yeah, pretty efficient night for De Los Santos. Only 20 pitches in the 2 innings.
Big lefty Austin Cox brings a 1-1. Bunted foul. Rolls to the backstop, 1-2. Telling you about this Cardinal team, they got really hot a little over a month ago. They won 9 in a row and then 12 of 13. And since that hot stretch, they've gone 24-24 over their last 48 games. Coming into the action tonight, 6 games over 500. 1-2 from Cox. And a fly ball towards deep center field. Michael Harris casually drifting back. Now comes to a halt. Makes a 2-handed catch out in center field and 1 away.
Ben, you mentioned that hot stretch. That got them back in this thing, but it's going to be kind of hard for them to continue the good work. The month of August is pretty challenging for them as a whole, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do around the deadline.
Yeah, they're hanging in there with a wild card. 1 down. There's a called strike on Donovan. But yeah, in the month of August, how about this list of teams? They will see the Padres, the Dodgers, the Cubs, the Yankees, and the Rays all that month. 0-1, ground ball to the right side. Backhanded stop by Olsen. Underhand toss to the bag. Cox is there. That is not an easy play, and Matt and Austin just made it look easy. On a 3-1 put out, we'll make that the truest play of the game. Brought to you by Truist. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC. How about the season Matt's having with a glove?
Yeah, he's been incredible. He's been so good ranging to both sides, but that throw to the pitcher on the run, you have to put it in the right spot, especially when you're far away, and he's been able to do it consistently.
2 down for Mason Wynn. And Wynn hits a bottle rocket to shallow center. Allen, Albies, Harris in the neighborhood. This is Harris's ball. He's got it, and down they go 1-2-3. Excellent inning by Austin Cox. We move on to the top of the 7th inning here in St. Louis with the Braves leading the Cardinals 6-5.
Texting terms at unlock.com/SMS. Privacy policy at unlock.com/privacy-policy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it? We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today. So it's a home equity loan? No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt. Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started? It's easy. Just go to their website.
Text EQUITY to 865-865 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Text EQUITY to 865-865. Text the word EQUITY to 865-865. Text EQUITY to 865-865 now.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
With the 7th, Braves 6, Cardinals 5. And now the Cardinals have a brand new third baseman themselves. Austin Riley had to come out of the game a few innings ago for the Braves with lower abdominal tightness. Luke Williams has taken over third base for the Braves. And now Thomas Sajasi has taken over third base for Nolan Arenado. Thomas Sajasi, spelled S-A-G-G-E-S-E. Both starting third baseman out of there. Here's the man of the night for the Braves. Sean Murphy takes the first pitch strike. And I'll tell you what, Nick, at the end of the game, when you have the Home Depot player of the game, it's going to take something out of nowhere to top what this man has done tonight. 0-1 pitch, strikes it well out towards right center field, but galloping to his left is Victor Scott, and he robs Sean Murphy.
Another well-struck ball. Line drive to center field. You'll take these type of at-bats all day long with Murph. Been 3 good ones so far.
Yeah, loud contact. Yeah, Murphy, that's the first time I've gotten him. He's gone homer, single, and then just missed a double there. 1 down for Profar. 6-5 Braves, top of the 7th. Profar sends one foul into the screen above the Braves dugout. Napa is a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves with America's largest network of parts and care. Napa has all the bases covered when it comes to your ride. Oh, 1 pitch. Profar swings and misses. Sajasi over there at third base. And he's wearing number 25. It looks really weird seeing anybody other than Mark McGwire in a Cardinals number 25 jersey, doesn't it? 0-2 pitch. That'll miss low.
Yeah, it truly does. And we were looking at the retired jerseys out in center field. I would think that at some point 25 might be retired here.
That's some historic seasons. 1-2 fouled back our way. Just a little bit too high.
It's actually over us. We could get a ball here.
We could. Well, something that we've kept track of all season is our range finder and seeing how far we are from the plate in all of these booths. And I was able to shoot the plate from our spot here in the booth earlier in the game. 1-2 misses high.
But you don't play golf.
Every now and then, but I've got a range finder. And it's specifically for seeing how far we are from the plate in our booths. And I've had people tweet me saying, like, well, what's the distance in this city? What about that city? That'll be fouled back. So we shot the plate here, and it's a good vantage point. 56 yards from the plate. And I like this booth. I've always enjoyed working this ballpark, and good vantage point here at Busch Stadium. I'd say 56 yards is about the average. 2-2 popped up on the infield. Donovan and Wynn just back of second base. That'll be Wynn's ball, the shortstop, and he's got it. 2 down. We haven't shot every ballpark yet. The furthest ballpark that we have shot, and I don't know how we're going to top this, is Pittsburgh, which is just a hair shy of 70 yards from the plate.
How far is Washington?
Washington is 63 yards.
But 9 miles in the air.
See, that's the thing. I think Washington is higher than Pittsburgh, but closer to the plate. There's a called strike. I think Pittsburgh might be a little lower, but further back. That's my theory. All we can do is shoot it with the rangefinder, and those are the numbers that we got. 6-5 Braves, top of the 7th. Baldwin check swing. The appeal didn't go. The closest we have shot this year is Fenway Park, 38 yards. I mean, you're right on top of the plate there.
Did you shoot Sacramento?
I did.
What was that?
49.5 yards. A little bit high. But, minor league ballpark, you expect it to be a little bit under the average, and, of course, it was. It's closer than Steinbrenner Field, the other minor league ballpark that's being used in the big leagues this year. That was 54 yards. 2 balls and a strike. Baldwin smacks one foul just to our left. Yeah, so 56 yards from the plate here at Busch Stadium. So Friday night here at Busch, not a capacity crowd by any means. I'd say this place might be halfway full. 2-2 to Baldwin. Baldwin pops one up on the infield. Sajaci, new third baseman under it, and he was able to squeeze it as he was leaning to his left. And the Braves go down in order in the top of the 7th inning. Time of the 7th inning stretch. And that's brought to you by 13 Heroes, a premium line of spirits founded to honor the lives of the 13 service members killed in Afghanistan in 2021. Help turn tragedy into legacy by visiting 13heroes.com today. Braves on top 6-5.
Go ahead, caller. Got a question for Michael Harris II?
Michael. Business owners know every missed call is money left on the table. For $15 a month, get a dedicated business number with OpenPhone. You can manage calls, assign conversations, send auto replies, and skip voicemail with OpenPhone's AI agent that captures leads 24/7. Join over 60,000 businesses using OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. They'll even port your existing numbers for free. openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone. No missed calls. No missed customers.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a Farah fight. Fair and Farah.
Tampa.
Your burger is served. And this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Baseball news can drop at any time before the Major League trade deadline. Listen to me and Nick Cellini while you work weekdays between 10 and 2 on 680 The Fan.
Tied game into the bottom of the 7th. Braves leading the Cardinals 6-5 here at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Alongside Nick Green, Ben Ingram here with you. Alec Burleson leads off with the Cardinals. Still Austin Cox on the mound for the Braves. First pitch. Burleson shows bunt, pulls back, takes a ball low. Burleson with 2 doubles tonight. Neither team has made a peep since the 4th inning. 1-0 pitch. That'll miss low. First 3 innings was action-packed. Braves scored 3 runs in the first, 1 run in the second, 2 more in the third. Cardinals with 2 in the first and 3 in the third. Well, the bullpens have come along and quieted things down. 2-0 pitch missed outside, 3-0. 2 teams have combined for 11 runs and 20 hits in this game. Cox trying to bounce back, and the 3-0 pitch on the way to Burleson. Almost hit him. Came inside with a fastball. Leadoff walk here in the 7th. Folks, did you know the all-time hot sauce leader in RBIs is the original Louisiana brand hot sauce? It's like a double play for your mouth. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Wilson Contreras is the batter. He has grounded into 9 double plays this year. That's tied for the most on their team. Mason Wynn also has 9. And here comes Brian Snitker. That'll be it for Cox. Montero will come along now for the Braves. He's been pitching well, and Nick will be telling you more about him when we come back. Braves make the Pennington grass seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform...
Texting terms at unlock.com/SMS. Privacy policy at unlock.com/privacy-policy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. After portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it? We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today. So it's a home equity loan? No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt. Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started? It's easy. Just go to their website.
Text EQUITY to 865-865 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Text EQUITY to 865-865. Text the word EQUITY to 865-865. Text EQUITY to 865-865 now.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
Or use the Fan app.
New pitcher for the Braves, Rafael Montero, in 29 games with Atlanta, a 3.86 ERA. We saw him on Wednesday against the A's. Threw a shutout inning, a 3-pitch mix, splitter, 4-seamer, and slider. Mostly split and 4-seam. That slider has been used a little bit more recently. Been pretty good with the ground balls too, Ben. We need one here.
Yeah, I love that splitter that he's displayed of late. Chatted with Montero briefly about that pitch the other day, and he said, yeah, it's been a really good pitch, and
he just started throwing it this year.
Pretty amazing.
And early, remember when he first got over here too, he wasn't throwing it for strikes. Now it's been a lot more competitive.
It's a difference maker when it's on. Here's Contreras. Contreras is 1 for 3, couple of ground outs. And he'll swing weakly and send one foul. That was a splitter there for Montero. Six runs, 11 hits, and an error for the Braves. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Cardinals. Friday night under the lights at Busch. This will be our only night game in this series. Next 2 games will be day games. And then the All-Star break next week. Pick off over to first base, close play, but back into the dive, Alec Burleson. You don't think of Burleson having great wheels. He only has 3 steals, but he's not been caught stealing. He's 3 for 3, so he's picked his spots and fast enough. Being held by Olsen, extends the lead. 0-1 pitch. Out off by Contreras again. Another splitter. Mentioned tomorrow's game is a day game. That'll be 2:15 Eastern with the first pitch tomorrow, and 2:15 Eastern on Sunday. And the Braves have not announced their plans for the mound in either game. A lot of that depends on what we see tonight. What we've seen tonight's been a bunch of relievers. 0-2 pitch. Clocked in the left center field. That's going to lay down for a hit. Around second base and holding Burleson. Good job by Harris to get to it and send it in. It's a single by Contreras. Down to second base for Burleson.
Kind of wanted Montero to stay down in the zone, fastball up, and Contreras able to get to it. It's a good ground ball candidate. But up in the zone, those are typically not ground balls.
Now Contreras is favoring his pectoral muscle on the left side going up into his shoulder. And they've sent the trainer out to check on him. I believe that's Adam Olsen, their trainer. So on that swing, maybe an awkward tweak as they're testing out the left shoulder and the pec muscle for Contreras. He seems to be passing the test. He nods as they press all over his shoulder. It's the funniest thing. You hurt yourself, the trainer comes out and starts pressing on everything.
I know, it definitely doesn't feel great, but I guess that's the way
That's how you got to do it. Well, as soon as he made that swing, he took his right hand and placed it over his left shoulder. So he was immediately favoring that shoulder.
He's got a pretty high finish, too, with one hand. And if you ever swung a bat as hard as you can, that's a pretty good stretch on that pec.
Runners at first and second. No one out. Here's Nootbaar. He doesn't bunt. Takes the ball up and in. 1-0. Olsen was walking down the line slowly in case he squared. It's Nootbaar at the plate. Thomas Saggese is on deck. Remember, he took over at third base on the top of the inning for Nolan Arenado. Haven't gotten an update on Arenado. 1-0 pitch. And a strike on the outside corner with a splitter. The Braves have used Holmes, De Los Santos, Cox, and Al Montero on the mound. Cardinals have used Liberator, O'Brien, and Swanson. 1-1 pitch. Just missed low of the splitter. Trying to find that outside corner. Looked like he had it, but he doesn't get the call from Chris Conroy.
Yeah, pretty good pitch. And if you can get that chase, which the Cardinals have done a nice job of not chasing those pitches, you can get that ground ball.
2-1 to the plate. Missed low, 3-1. Need a good pitch here. Can't afford to walk Nootbaar and load the bases. Braves leading 6-5, bottom of the seventh. Runners at first and second, no one out. Cardinals threatening. Montero's 3-1. And Nootbaar takes a strike.
That's how confident he is in that split. 3-1 split, first and second, nobody out. Gets the called strike at the bottom of the zone.
To go back to it here?
I think you have to.
We're about to find out. Montero straightens, a glance to second. 3-2. Lifted towards shallow left. Profar breaks in. He's there, makes a chest-high catch. And it was a splitter again, and he was able to get the bat on it, but one down. That's a big out, especially when it was 3-1 with a count a moment ago.
And that's why it's so important to be able to throw that for a strike. If you can't throw it for a strike, they're not going to chase that pitch.
Thomas Saggese has his name called as a batter for the first time. Took over at third base in the top of the inning for Nolan Arenado. Saggese, a .244 hitter, right-handed hitter. 1 home run, 9 RBIs this season. First pitch to Saggese, and he'll bounce one foul.
Straight old school, no batting gloves.
Mm-hmm. A 1 pitch, up and in. He spun his head out of the way of that splitter, and his helmet flew off of his head, went spinning around in the dirt between his feet. Saggese, 23 years old. He's from Carlsbad, California. Former 5th-round choice of the Rangers in 2020. Ball to strike on Saggese. Montero to the plate. And he blew it by him. Got a splitter by him. Montero looking for a strikeout. Needs one. And time called. For Saggese, he was traded by the Rangers to the Cardinals in 2023. That was for Jordan Montgomery and Chris Stratton. Montero, 1-2 to the plate. And a fly ball towards center field to his left. Michael Harris is under it. Makes the catch out in right center. Runners hold at first and second base. Good read by Michael Harris. Quickly to his left and under it. And then delivering a good throw in. So Saggese retired, 2 down. And it's in the hands of Nolan Gorman.
It feels like Burleson's frustrated with himself for not tagging. Michael had to go pretty far to his left in that right center field gap a little bit. Nice job getting behind it. Burleson a little bit too late trying to go back and tag.
Gorman's a tough out. Left-handed hitter. A single, a walk, and a strikeout in the game. He'll climb in here versus Montero with 2 down. Runners at first and second. First pitch, splitter low, 1 ball and no strikes. Braves have been protecting this 1-run lead since the 3rd inning. They had a 6-2 lead entering the bottom of the 3rd, and the Cardinals struck for 3 runs. That's been our score ever since, with the Braves on top 6-5. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Nolan Gorman. Low and outside, another splitter, 2-0. This is the 4th batter faced by Montero. Gave up a single to Contreras, and then got Nootbaar and Sajazi both to fly out. 2-0 to Gorman. And he'll swing and send one foul. Sliced off into the seats for a souvenir. The attendance for tonight's ball game here at Busch Stadium, 29,625. 2 balls and a strike on Nolan Gorman. And there's a ball popped up on the infield. Now just back of the infield cutout. Into shallow left goes Allen. He calls off Profar, and Nick Allen makes the squeeze for out number 3. And 2 more men left aboard for the Redbirds. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. We go to the 8th inning. Braves 6, Cardinals 5.
Business owners know every missed call is money left on the table. For $15 a month, get a dedicated business number with OpenPhone. You can manage calls, assign conversations, send auto replies, and skip voicemail with OpenPhone's AI agent that captures leads 24/7. Join over 60,000 businesses using OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. They'll even port your existing numbers for free. Openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone. No missed calls. No missed customers.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. 1 more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters, take 1 bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
When you've been in a crash and your mind's racing.
When you've fallen in a store and are blaming yourself.
When you've been hurt at work and you don't know what to do.
Or if you've been the victim of a medical mistake, we've got you.
We've got what it takes to prove a case that the insurance companies can't ignore.
With decades of experience and a track record of winning for our clients.
Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Here at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Braves 6, Cardinals 5 into the top of the 8th inning. Alongside Nick Green and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you as Ozzie Albies leads off. Still Swanson on the mound, and the first pitch swung on a miss by Ozzie Albies. We mentioned last inning that Thomas Sajazi took over at third base for Nolan Arenado, and it's been passed down to us that Arenado left the game with a sprained right index finger. So he's out of there. 0-1 pitch. Albies with a fly ball to center. Victor Scott going to go back. Just shy of the warning track. Now onto the track. Makes the catch. Had some carry to it, but hit it to the wrong part of the yard. And 1 down here in the 8th inning. So how about the similarities in this game, Nick? Both teams had to dive into their bullpens in the 4th inning. Both teams have lost their third baseman. And both teams have had tons of opportunities with men in scoring position.
Yeah, a little wild, a little creepy too. And this could be another one-run game for the Braves.
Nick Allen, the batter. Allen takes a strike. The Braves have gone 3 for 8 with runners in scoring position. They've stranded 6. The Cardinals, on the other hand, have gone 5 for 16. They've stranded 8. 0-1 sent foul. I mean, 5 for 16 is a pretty good rate. You get 5 hits and 16 opportunities, pretty good night, but they've certainly left men on the base paths when they thought they're about to have a big inning.
Yeah, there have been a couple of really big spots they couldn't come through in. Yeah, the bases loaded, 1 out in the 2nd. Runner on second, nobody out. In the fourth, first and second, nobody out. In the seventh.
2 to Allen, miss low. We saw base runners all over the place, especially early. And while both teams have maintained some base runners in the middle innings and into the latter innings, neither team has scored since the third. So it's like they've mirrored each other. A lot of runs early, not a peep after that. 1-2 to Allen. Low and outside, 2-2.
The stuff coming out of the pen has been great. It's been really, really good for St. Louis. De Los Santos looked great. He was up to 98 today. Also, Cox did a nice job. Montero have to maintain and see if they can keep this lead.
2-2. Check swing did not go. Pitch was a little bit low. 3-2. Pierce Johnson throwing in the Braves bullpen. So as you look at it from here, and we have no idea what's going to happen in the 8th inning, but if you were to look at it from here, you're probably thinking Pierce Johnson for the 8th, Raisel Iglesias for the 9th. That'll be swung on a miss by Allen. That is if you carry the lead successfully into the 9th inning.
Yeah, and think about Dylan, too. Maybe a matchup. He's thrown the last 2 days, but has only thrown 15 pitches over that span, so I think he could still be available, too, if they need him.
Okay. Well, that'll be it for Swanson. He gets the first 2 outs here in the 8th inning after he had a 1-2-3 7th. And this will be JoJo Romero coming on for the Cardinals now. They make the Pennington Grass Seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Pennington Grass Seed, rooted in Braves country. 6-5 Braves, top of the 8th.
Good calls. They're great in baseball games, and they're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an...
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it? We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just give him a call or go to unlock.com.
Call 1-888-780-6854 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Use the money for home improvements, to pay off debt, or to add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com, or call 1-888-780-6854 now to get started.
Hi, I'm Dorina, co-founder of OpenPhone. My dad is a business owner, and growing up, he always kept his ringtone super loud, so he'd never miss a customer call. OpenPhone gives your team business phone numbers to call and text, all in one shared workspace, and our AI agent answers 24/7, so you never miss a customer. Over 60,000 businesses use OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers.
Four-seamer and sinker been great against lefties. The Braves saw him twice in that series back in April. 3 earned runs in an inning of work.
How good was Swanson?
Very good.
And he faced 8 batters, mowed them all down, had 3 strikeouts. Braves happy to see anybody else in there. Left-hander Romero facing Michael Harris, who is 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. He takes first pitch strike. And if Harris can reach, go back to the top of the order to Ronald Acuna. 6 runs on 11 hits for the Braves. 5 runs on 10 hits for the Cardinals. 1 pitch, pulled foul, bounced over to the railing of the Cardinals dugout. The story tonight, at least on the Braves side of the ledger, has been the bat of Sean Murphy. He's gone 3 for 4 with 2 homers, a single. Just missed a double on his last trip to the plate, flat out to center field. 0-2 to Harris, a little bit north of the zone with a slider, 1-2. Romero, the southpaw, squats down, raises up, brings a 1-2, and a chase and a miss by Harris. Struck him out with a slider. That ends the top of the 8th. Nothing for the Braves to go to the bottom of the inning, 6-5 Atlanta.
Swing into action this baseball season with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters, take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the new 2026 Kia Sportage X Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
These are your own old warped windows and doors. This is the Power Company. Want to make it a fair fight? Get energy-efficient custom windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Go to Best Windows Florida.
Pierce Johnson on for the 36th time in this 6-5 games. The Braves lead in the bottom of the 8th. 2.76 ERA, 9 straight scoreless appearances for Pierce. We last saw him yesterday through a scoreless inning against the A's. Set to face 8-9-1 in the order.
And pinch hitting Jose Fermin. Fermin, 26 years old from the Dominican. And he climbs in there versus Pierce Johnson. First pitch here in the bottom of the 8th. This is a front door curveball for a strike. Fermin has had 13 plate appearances this season. This is just his 8th game this year. And he is 6 for 12 this season. 2 doubles. 0-1 pitch. Just missed outside with a curveball. So they haven't seen much of him, but he's been a good bat for them when they've used him. Made his debut in 2023. 1-1 to Fermin. Check swing. Didn't go. 2 balls and a strike. Pierce set right at the letters. Righty deals a 2-1. Fermin with a fly ball to left field. Jerks him profar. Ranges left. Hits the brakes. Makes the catch. And 1 down here in the 8th inning. So no winner. The Yanmar strikeout the side inning. Needed Pierce to strike out the side in order. And if he had, our contestant tonight, James Ridenour, would have been the lucky winner of a brand new Yanmar UTV. Enter all season long at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win a Yanmar utility terrain vehicle. You'll also be entered for a grand prize drawing at the end of the season. Yanmar, built together, back longer. 1 out. And a ball low to Victor Scott. Victor Scott bats 9th. But watching him tonight, Nick, there's a lot to like about him.
He's been a prospect for a while, and a lot of talent there. Love him in center field.
Scott, 24 years old, sends one foul into the seats down the left field line. He's out of West Virginia University, but he is a Georgia boy. Went to high school at McEachern High School in Powder Springs.
That speed's a big factor, too.
1-1 to Scott. Check swing. That's tipped into the mitt of Drake Baldwin for the strike. 1-2. We can cover a lot of ground in center field. And in this game, he's gone 2 for 3 with a couple of singles and an RBI.
And so beat that infield hit out pretty easily, too.
1-2 to Scott. And he missed outside with a curveball. His RBI single drove in Nolan Gorman in the 3rd inning. That's the last time the Cardinals scored. Braves with a 6-5 lead in the bottom of the 8th inning. Johnson's 2-2. And he just missed the outside corner with a curve. Just an eyelash had missed away from the left-handed hitter.
I wonder if Pierce can't sneak a fastball by him.
He might. I mean, so many batters are sitting on that curveball because he throws so many. 3-2 pitch.
Into it again.
And he missed outside with a curve. Kept trying to nail down that outside corner. Couldn't do so. One out walk for Brendan Donovan now. As Scott's down at first after the walk. Donovan has been on base twice, a single and a run scored.
Scott's got 23 stolen bases. Look for him to run early in the count.
Got a big lead over there. Not going. Pitch to Donovan. In for a strike with a cutter. Donovan has had one plate appearance versus Pierce Johnson. It was a walk, so not a whole lot of history here. Big lead at first base by Scott. Pick off over to first base. They got him! What a move by Pierce Johnson. Victor Scott, a little bit too far from home. And Pierce picked him off. Let's see if the Cardinals want to look at it. Had him just leaning enough that tag came down right on the right shoulder as he went diving back in for the bag, and this looks to be reviewed. Yeah, they're going to review this.
But I think you're going to review it no matter what.
Yeah. I think the
St. Louis is challenging the outcall at first base.
When he hit the dirt, Nick, it's like he just stuck right there.
Yeah, in the time of game and being late, if anything happens from here on out, you can ask for a crew chief challenge or umpire challenge, so you might as well try. Great move by Pierce.
That was terrific.
It looked like he got him right in the armpit before the hand got to the base.
He went lunging for the bag with a head-first slide. And the second his chest hit the dirt, he just stuck like he was on Velcro. And here's Chris Conroy.
Review, the call in the field is confirmed. The runner is out.
He is out. Huge out for the Braves. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
Huge out for the Braves, a 6-5 lead in the bottom of the 8th. There's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Donovan from Pierce Johnson. And that'll miss low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now, anybody being picked off of first base in that situation would be bad, but especially when you have the wheels of Victor Scott. That was great speed aboard for the Cardinals. And then eliminated on that pickoff by Pierce. 1-1 to the plate. Donovan takes ball low and in. In the 9th, the Braves will have 1-2-3 due up. That's Acuna, Olsen, and Williams. Pierce trying to get him there with this 1-run lead. Kick and fire. Miss wildly. Up and away with a fastball to the left-handed hitter. 3-1 now on Donovan. If he reaches, Mason Wynn would come to the plate. Pierce trying to battle back. Falling behind. Righty spins it up there. 3-1. A fly ball to deep left field. Profar going to go back. Profar to the warning track. He's there. Nice path to the ball by Jurickson Profar. Got to that spot quickly, right in front of the Braves bullpen. And he's got the out for out number 3. Cardinals denied. We go to the top of the 9th. 6-5 Braves.
Hello, I'm Neil Pruitt, Chairman and CEO.
Hi, I'm Dorina, co-founder of OpenPhone. My dad is a business owner, and growing up, he always kept his ringtone super loud, so he'd never miss a customer call. OpenPhone gives your team business phone numbers to call and text, all in one shared workspace. And our AI agent answers 24/7, so you never miss a customer. Over 60,000 businesses use OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just give him a call or go to unlock.com.
Call 1-888-780-6854 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Use the money for home improvements, to pay off debt, or to add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com. Or call 1-888-780-6854 now to get started.
Ben, home team, and me in the locker room every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on your radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan.
Been a wild one at Busch tonight. Braves have a 6-5 lead over the Cardinals. And it's great to have you with us, whether you've been with us the entire way or just now tuning in for the caboose of this game. Glad to have you aboard with us. Alongside Nick Green, Ben Ingram here with you. Ronald Acuna smacks one into the gap in left center field. Ronald hits the bag at first, heading for second base. And he'll cruise in there standing. Great start. A leadoff double by Acuna. That's his third hit of the night and his second double. And in a game where the Braves have a one-run lead in the ninth, that is big. Need some add-on runs.
Love that approach against the lefties tonight. All over the fastball. He's been struggling pretty bad. They've been pounding him in a little bit, but just a great job of being aggressive when he needs to. Runner on second now. That add-on run is going to be huge.
Raisel Iglesias throwing in the Braves bullpen. Here's Matt Olson. Matt, first pitch swinging, fouls one back. The last time the Braves won a one-run game was June 23rd against the Mets. They'll take a win of any kind, but, man, it sure would be nice to pad that lead. It's a big run at second base. 0-1 to Olson. Just missed with a sinker. Looked like a pretty good pitch by Romero, but doesn't get the call. Cardinals in the bottom of the ninth will have 2, 3, 4 coming up. That's Wynn, Burleson, and Contreras. That'll be their best hitters. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Olson pops one up on the infield. And he slams his bat down in frustration right as the ball is being caught by the first baseman Contreras halfway down the first base line. Well, for Olson, you know that he was really putting the pressure on himself to come through. Not that Luke Williams couldn't, but you'd view Luke Williams as most likely your weakest hitter. And Luke Williams took over for Austin Riley a few innings back as Austin left the game with lower abdominal tightness. It's a little bit different situation with number 37 climbing in there rather than number 27. Luke Williams batting 118. Takes the ball low and inside.
Not a lot of opportunities. Only a couple of hits on the year. This would be a massive add-on run if he can get his third hit.
He had 2 plate appearances, 2 hits for Luke Williams. Does have 2 RBIs. 1-0 pitch, big swing and a miss at a slider. After Williams, it would be Murphy. And he's been the hottest hitter in the lineup tonight for the Braves. Big lunge and a miss. The 2 hits that Luke has this season were both down the right field line. They're able to keep the bat over the plate just long enough to send one down the line barely fair. I'd love to see him slice one into the corner here. 1-2 pitch, no such luck. Swung on and missed at a changeup. So 2 down, and it's in the hands of Sean Murphy. Tonight he's been hotter than the weather. He hit a 2-run homer in the first inning. He hit a solo homer in the third inning, and he singled in the 5th. And now the catcher's going to trot out there and have a visit. Joel Pozo, the catcher who took over for Pedro Paez after Fermin pinch hit for him in the 8th inning. And now here comes Oliver Marmol. But if you're on the mound right now, Nick, as hot as Murphy's been, what do you want to do here?
Well, I think you probably go righty-righty matchup. They got a righty in the bullpen. He's been so good, and that's where they're going. But Murph's been hot. I don't know if it really matters if it's lefty or righty right now.
Yeah, that's a good point. Up and tossing has been Maton. He'll be coming along now as the Cardinals make the Pennington grass seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington grass seed.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Hi, I'm Dorina, co-founder of OpenPhone. My dad is a business owner, and growing up, he always kept his ringtone super loud, so he'd never miss a customer call. OpenPhone gives your team business phone numbers to call and text, all in one shared workspace. And our AI agent answers 24/7, so you never miss a customer. Over 60,000 businesses use OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters, take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and FARA.
Tampa.
680 The Fan. Phil Maton on the mound to face Sean Murphy, 36th appearance of the year, a 1.85 ERA for Maton, straight at 9 of the 14 runners. He's inherited 4-pitch mix, curveball, cutter, sweeper, and sinker.
He'll face Sean Murphy, and Murph has had good numbers against Maton in his career. He is 2 for 5 with a double. And you're just looking for a base hit of any kind right here. Base hit should drive in Ronald Acuna with his wheels and 2 down in the inning. 6-5 Braves, top of the 9th. First pitch on the way from Maton. And Murphy takes the ball low and inside. Murphy's bat has been the tip of the spear for the Braves tonight with a 2-home-run game. And now trying to drive in another run. He has 3 RBIs in the game. 1-0 popped up right side of the infield. Contreras looks up into the St. Louis sky. Right behind first base, makes a 2-handed catch above his cap. And that ends the top of the 9th. So 1 run will have to be enough for Iglesias. We go to the bottom of the 9th at Busch. 6-5 Braves.
Have you ever wondered if there was something special you could put on your food to make it even better? There is, and it's called the original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Perfect.
Texting terms at unlock.com/SMS. Privacy policy at unlock.com/privacy-policy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Text EQUITY to 865-865 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Text EQUITY to 865-865. Text the word EQUITY to 865-865. Text EQUITY to 865-865 now.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
You normally keep your /Battery Atlanta.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Raisel Iglesias trying to close this game out. Braves lead 6-5 in the bottom of the ninth. This will be his 38th appearance. He's working a 10 2/3 inning scoreless streak. We saw him yesterday against the A's through an inning scoreless, punched out 1 on 9 pitches.
He hasn't converted a save in this stadium since 2020. And it goes to work here in the bottom of the ninth, and his first pitch, a ball outside to Wynn. Mason Wynn is 0 for 4. The only time he reached base was on an error by Luke Williams back in the 4th inning. 1-0 pitch to Wynn. A little bit low and outside, 2-0. Just a 1-run lead. Well, no room for error here. 2, 3, and 4 in the order. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike right at the top of the zone with a sinker. Wynn 1 for 2 in his career versus Iglesias. Trying to battle back. 2-1 pitch. Low and outside, 3-1. Wynn calmly stands in the right-hand batter's box. Iglesias, long look in. Wind up in the 3-1. Fly ball to center field. Michael Harris drifting back. He's on the other end, and he squeezes the first out. Hit it right on the button, but directly to Harris, and 1 away here in the 9th inning. So now it's Burleson to the plate. You'd probably say he's the man in this lineup that you fear the most. At least the Braves would say as much. We gave you his numbers earlier in his career versus the Braves. He's put up big numbers versus Atlanta in his career. And he's 2 for 3 tonight with 2 doubles. First pitch to Burleson. Sent foul into the seats down the left field line. Iglesias has seen Burleson once in his career, and he walked him. Hoping for a different outcome tonight. One that ends with Burleson back in the dugout with a second out. 0-1 pitch, missed inside, 1-1. Again, the Braves trying to win a 1-run game for the first time since June 23rd against the Mets. Leading 6-5, bottom of the ninth, and the 1-1 pitch. Burleson fouls one back. Good fastball.
I think he's done a nice job of being on the attack. Like, that fastball has been really good. But I like how he's kind of slowed the game down a little bit. Felt like early on when he was struggling, he was rushing through everything, grabbing the ball, going, not taking his time.
1-2 to the plate. Popped up, shallow center. Harris coming in. Michael is under it, and he has out number 2. 2 flyouts to center field, and the Braves are 1 out away from a victory tonight in St. Louis.
And he's been attacking the first 2 hitters with fastballs. I like it.
Well, Contreras is the man on the roster who has seen Iglesias the most in his career. He is 1 for 11 in his career versus Iglesias. The one, you guessed it, a home run. So here we go. Bases empty, 2 down, and the pitch on the way. First pitch, strike on the outside corner. Good sinker. Did it again there, Nick.
That's the Iggy sinker we know and we love. 96 miles an hour, good velo.
0-1 to Contreras. Low and outside with a fastball.
I almost would rather him not do what he just did there. That he's been dropping down a little bit here and there. He did that a lot when he was good and successful, but he hasn't been able to locate that much at all lately.
1-1 to Contreras. Fouled back, and they're down to their final swing. That fastball, 97. So he's coming at him with old number 1. Nothing but fastballs. Braves led 6-5 after the 3rd inning. That score is maintained on now. 1-2 pitch. Little bit low with a changeup. That was a good idea. How'd he lay off of that with 2 strikes?
Pretty good one.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Iglesias ready to work, but now time called by Contreras. He backs out of there. Contreras tonight, 2 for 4, 2 singles and an RBI.
This is where I wish he was confident in that slider.
Ready to work. And he spins it up there, and he struck him out, and the Braves win. Got him with a fastball, and the Braves hold on and take game 1 in St. Louis. This one was a white-knuckle thrill ride, and the Braves won it 6-5. These 2 teams are trading blows early, and then the Braves held on, and a great job by the bullpen as they put this thing in the win column. And the Braves take game 1 here at Busch Stadium. For the Cardinals in the ninth inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left. Final score, Braves 6, Cardinals 5. Back with the totals after this.
There's a tidal wave of clean car happiness sweeping across Braves country. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is your go-to car wash destination for a game day ready ride. Experience Major League Clean at Tidal Wave, the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves. Stay clean car happy all season long with membership discounts, exclusive giveaways, and more. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for details.
My car is happy. I am happy. Tidal Wave Auto Spa.
Great teams win with smart plays. Just like great businesses win with Saia LTL Freight. As the exclusive freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves, Saia brings nationwide customer-first service that delivers every time. Need to move shipments across the country? Saia covers all the bases, coast to coast, to keep your business running smoothly. Make Saia part of your starting lineup. Visit Saia.com. That's SAIA.com.
You shouldn't need a degree in finance to choose a checking account. That's why we made Truist One Checking. No trade-offs, no compromise, no hassle. Just the stuff you want from a bank that cares. And that means no overdraft fees, lots of practical perks, and automatic upgrades. Truist One Checking. One simple choice. Visit Truist.com/one. Truist.com/ONE. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy.
This is Matt Chernoff, and we want your summer to include 2 tickets to Truist Park. Listen to Chuck and Chernoff weekdays during our 4 o'clock hour for your chance to win Braves tickets on 680 The Fan.
Sean Murphy and the Braves take down the Cardinals 6-5 here in game 1 of this 3-game series, and the Home Depot is proud to present today's player of the game. And Nick, who you got in this one?
Yeah, pretty easy choice. Sean Murphy, couple of home runs in the first 3 innings, had 3 hits on the day, 6th multi-home run game of his career. He has 6 homers over the last 8 starts. Really impressive work from Sean Murphy.
Great surge for Murph. Braves have needed it. Sean Murphy, your player of the game, built by the Home Depot. Outdoors get more done. Here are the totals for the Braves. 6 runs, 12 hits. 1 error, 7 men left on base, and 2 homers, both hit by Sean Murphy. 2-run shot in the first, solo shot in the third. For the Cardinals, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 8 men left on base, no homers for St. Louis. Winning pitcher is Iñigo de los Santos. He's now 3-2 with a 3.46 ERA. Matthew Liberatore takes the loss. He's now 6-7 with a 4.13 ERA. And Raisel Iglesias, his 10th save of the year, 4.54 ERA for Raisel. The Braves improved to 41-52 with the win. Cardinals fall to 50-45 with the loss. Time of the game, 2 hours, 57 minutes in front of 29,625. Braves hit 2 homers tonight, so that means you'll score $100 off a set of select tires tomorrow only, plus a free alignment, a free oil change with your tire purchase. That's only from Tire Discounters. Learn more about the Braves and Tire Discounters round trip promotion at tirediscounters.com/Braves. Braves will go for the series tomorrow. Tell you about that when we come back and close on the Braves Radio Network.
There are lots of ways. Hi, I'm Dorina, co-founder of OpenPhone. My dad is a business owner, and growing up, he always kept his ringtone super loud, so he'd never miss a customer call. OpenPhone gives your team business phone numbers to call and text, all in one shared workspace. And our AI agent answers 24/7, so you never miss a customer. Over 60,000 businesses use OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/Odyssey. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it? We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today. So it's a home equity loan? No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt. Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started? It's easy. Just give him a call or go to unlock.com.
Call 1-888-780-6854 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Use the money for home improvements, to pay off debt, or to add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com. Or call 1-888-780-6854 now to get started.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a
bobbleheads, collectibles, and a replica jersey. Visit Braves.com/promos to see them all.
Stream the radio home of the Braves while you work to separate the rumors from reality before the MLB trading deadline. Lock in Cellini and Domino weekdays between 10 and 2 at 680thefan.com or use the Fan app.
Well, for the Braves, it would be big to take a series going into the All-Star break. They take a stride towards accomplishing that with a 6-5 win tonight over the Cardinals. Game 2 will be tomorrow. Day baseball, Braves and Cardinals on the Braves Radio Network. Our Braves Radio Network coverage will begin at 1 o'clock Eastern with a Ford leadoff show. And then Nick and I have the first pitch at 2:15 Eastern, 1:15 here in St. Louis. The Braves have not announced a starter yet. That might be coming up in just a moment for the Hyundai postgame show, so stick around for that. Right-hander Eric Fetty goes for the Cardinals. He's 3-9 with a 4.79 ERA. So for the guys back in studio tonight, that's Joe Virgin and Chris Moran. Also for Nick Green and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, I'm Ben Ingram saying so long and a good evening from Busch Stadium here in St. Louis, where the Braves hold on to beat the Cardinals 6-5. Stay tuned for the Hyundai postgame show starting right now with Barrett Sallee.
Thank you very much, Ben. Let's get to our Xfinity play of the game, and it came in the bottom of the third. Sean Murphy's leadoff home run. It went 440 feet. It was his second of the game. Sean Murphy with 877 feet worth of home runs in his first 2 at-bats. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Get one consistent internet price for the next 5 years. No contracts, no curveballs. Totals, highlights, and sound from the clubhouse coming up after the break. You're listening to the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Thanks for listening to Atlanta Braves Baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce. This broadcast of Atlanta Braves Baseball is a presentation of the Atlanta Braves and Dickey Broadcasting Company, Atlanta. Any use of the accounts, descriptions, and audio of today's game without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves Major League Baseball Club and Dickey Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. Don't move, because the Hyundai Postgame Show is up next on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. Lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce.
From joyful occasions to the unexpected, First Franklin Financial makes loans for living, offering fixed rates and flexible terms on loans up to $15,000. The next time you're looking for some extra cash to help make ends meet, come see the friendly Franklin folks or visit us at oneffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria and may require collateral. First Franklin Financial Corporation is licensed by the Virginia State Corporation Commission, CFI 215. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee 5656. MMLS number 141654. Not available in North Carolina.
The Aloft at the Battery Atlanta, a preferred hotel of the Atlanta Braves, is located at the center of all the excitement. Whether you are in town for work or pleasure, we can meet all your travel needs. Come experience a unique blend of food, drinks, and entertainment, all located within the Aloft Hotel. Afterwards, wind down in your spacious, vibrant guest room packed with amenities you can't miss out on. Enjoy the Battery Atlanta experience by making the Aloft your home base, where we are committed to safety and cleanliness. Aloft Hotels, different by design.
Spoiler alert. A 2-word warning that we're about to ruin the end. But sometimes, spoilers can be worthwhile. And so, we designed the Lexus NX to reveal many things. Like taking the mystery out of how close you are between parking space lines. Or the time you'll arrive at your dinner reservation. Technology designed to remove surprise endings. It's just a better story that way. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
When life throws you a curveball, whether it's water, fire, or mold damage to your home or business, you need a winning team. You need ServPro. ServPro's licensed, certified, and highly trained team of experts are here to help, offering fast, reliable, professional restoration services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves and Braves Country, our teams are committed to performing at a championship level. When disaster strikes, call ServPro and make it like it never even happened.
Hurry up and get your Braves tickets for the 2025 season. With great matchups and multiple seating options and packages available, there's something every fan will love. Visit Braves.com/tickets today.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona. La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. The A in Chick-fil-A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
Hey Atlanta, it's the little things we do together that can make a big difference. Atlanta area Chick-fil-A restaurants are teaming up with the Atlanta Braves Foundation on the Home Plate Project to help fight food security for families in need. Show your support by visiting braves.com/homeplate to learn more about food distributions in your area.
Hey Braves fans, every day injuries happen on and off the field, but when you're hurt on the job, it can be tough to get back in the game quickly. I'm attorney John Foy, the strong arm. Workers' comp should cover your medical bills and lost wages, but some companies won't play fair. That's why we make them. We know the rules, your rights, and how to get you every benefit you deserve. Make the right call. Attorney John Foy and Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey everybody, Buck Bellew here. When the Braves don't play at 7, join me for the new Buck Bellew Show here on The Fan, 680 and 93.7, home of the Braves.
Another ball game is in the books, and we've got it all covered. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Braves Radio Network.
Fly ball sent to right field and deep, and Matt Olson has just tied this bad boy up.
All the highlights, news, and audio from today's game is on the way. All driven by your local Hyundai dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Visit buyhyundai.com. Now live from the Battery Atlanta at Truist Park. It's time for the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Welcome into the Braves Radio Network studios here in the Battery Atlanta. Braves top the Cards 6-5 in game one of the 3-game set, the final series before the All-Star break. Before we get to the highlights, let's give a little bit of a standing ode to the Braves bullpen. 6 innings, 1 hit. 1 hit over 6 innings. Bullpen absolutely fantastic today. Now let's get to the highlights. The Braves didn't get into St. Louis until around 4 a.m. They didn't look sleepy early. Top of the first, Ronald Acuna Jr. on third after a leadoff double and a wild pitch. Austin Riley at the dish looking to give the Braves the early lead.
2-0 to Riley. And he'll hit one in the air towards center field. Coming in, Victor Scott. He can't get there. Bounces in front of him as he went diving for it, and he knocked it down. And it's 1-0 Braves on the RBI single by Riley, who continues to be a Cardinal killer in his career.
Sean Murphy steps up to the plate 1 batter later and extends the lead in a big way.
2 to Murphy, and he mashes one. Deep left center field. Put some heat into that baby. It's a 2-run homer by Murphy. Long gone into the bleachers. 3-0 Braves.
437 feet for Murphy, his 14th of the season. We will hear more from him in just a second. The Cardinals answer right back, though. Brendan Donovan singles to open up the game. He's moved to second on a Mason Wynn ground out. Alec Burleson steps up, looking to get the Cards on the board.
1-0 pitch, line drive into right field, down for a base hit, rolling all the way to the corner and all the way to the wall. That'll drive in Donovan. It'll be an RBI double for Alec Burleson. So right on cue, he puts the Cardinals on the board with another RBI base hit versus the Braves.
It didn't take long for the Cards to get 1 run closer. Wilson Contreras was next at the dish, and he cut into the Braves' lead even more.
Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way to Contreras. And a ground ball, left side, base hit past a diving Nick Allen. Around third base, Burleson. He'll score. Throw goes to second. And a big turn at first base, hitting the brakes and then going back to the bag is Contreras. But it's an RBI single for their first baseman, and it's a 3-2 Braves lead here in the first inning.
Top of the second, same score. Braves looking to get that one back. Michael Harris the second on second after a one-out double. Ronald Acuna Jr. in the box facing Matthew Liberatore.
Liberatore from the stretch, kicks and fires a 2-1, and that'll be sizzled down the left field line, bangs off the sidewall, caroms into left field. Harris will score. Acuna, a huge turn around first base, went halfway, slammed on brakes, and gets back to first. So it's a single by Acuna, but damage done, and it's 4-2 Braves in the second.
Hit parade continues in the top of the third. Sean Murphy in a massive battle against Matthew Liberatore to lead off the inning, and Murphy wins that battle.
Again, the 3-2, and Murphy with a deep drive to center. He might have gone deep again. Goodbye! Straightaway center field. What an at-bat. On the 13th pitch of the at-bat, he launches one to dead center and out of the yard for his second homer of the game. It's 5-2 Braves in the third.
That one went 440. It's 877 feet worth of home runs in Murphy's 2 at-bats. Jurickson Profar immediately doubles. That sets up Drake Baldwin to add on to the lead.
1-1 pitch, whacked out towards the gap in right center field, and that'll be rolling to the edge of the warning track. Picking it up at Scott, he'll send it in, and an RBI single for Drake Baldwin. He's 2 for 2, and the Braves lead 6-2 here in the top of the third.
Same score, bottom of the third. Bases juiced with 2 down for Pedro Pajes at the plate for the Cards.
First pitch to him, swung on and drilled into right center field, down for a base hit into the gap. Harris able to cut it off, but 2 runs have scored. It'll be a 2 RBI single by Pajes, and it's now a 6-4 Braves lead here in the bottom of the third.
Victor Scott next at the dish with 2 down and runners at the corners looking to cut into the Braves lead.
This will be Holmes' 82nd pitch of the game, and the 2-2. Line drive out past a diving Ozzie Albies and an RBI single. Victor Scott drilled one just to the right of Ozzie, went diving to his right, and that was just out of his reach. And it's a 1-run game with the Braves leading 6-5.
Same score. We're going to skip all the way to the 9th inning. Raisel Iglesias in to try to close it out with Wilson Contreras as the Cards' final hope.
Ready to work. And he spins it up there, and he struck him out, and the Braves win. Got him with a fastball, and the Braves hold on and take game 1 in St. Louis. This one was a white-knuckle thrill ride, and the Braves won it 6-5. These two teams are trading blows early, and then the Braves held on, and a great job by the bullpen as they put this thing in the win column. And the Braves take game 1 here at Busch Stadium. For the Cardinals in the 9th inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left. Final score, Braves 6, Cardinals 5.
Aniel De Los Santos gets the win for the Braves. He's 3-2 on the season. Matthew Liberatore, the loss for the Cards. He's 6-7. Raisel Iglesias, the save, his 10th of the season. Hey fans, there's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai that you've always wanted. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. We'll take a break. When we come back. Sound from the clubhouse. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Napa has the parts and the expertise to help your business stay ahead of the game. That's why Napa is a proud partner of the 2025 Atlanta Braves. 2 legends driven to win from the field to the open road. While Napa is powering fleets and garages across the country, the Braves are delivering pennants, MVPs, and championships. So no matter the size of your business, Napa are the pros that know how to keep you moving at full speed.
Right now at the Home Depot, you can stack up on storage solutions that fit your needs. Like heavy-duty shelving, strong enough to hold up to 2,500 pounds per shelf. So it can handle all your lawn and garden tools, your power tools, or your weight set, if that's what you're into. Because the right storage should work for whatever your day throws it in. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
When you're looking for leading cardiac care, look to Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with 95% patient recommendations. You could say we're #1 in the heart of Georgia. We lead with 100 dedicated cardiovascular doctors, so you'll know your heart is in the best hands. We lead with compassion, because you are at the heart of our care. Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with heart.
Don't miss an incredible lineup of Braves giveaways this season, including bobbleheads, collectibles, and a replica jersey. Visit Braves.com/promos to see them all.
Hey, Braves fans, it's Ben Ingram for Emory Healthcare. If you're like me, you get the day going in a hurry with a lot to get done. But what if a